Caramel drizzle, whipped cream, and more caramel drizzle on top. Yes, please. Pop into your local Dunkin' or order on the app today. So it's time to get a head start on the Ice Spice season with the Ice Spice Munchkins drink. America runs on Munchkins. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to inventhelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at inventhelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors receive more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's inventhelp.com. inventhelp.com.
It's a beautiful day here at the Weekend Getaway. Oh no, looks like a loose stair. And he is out. Injuries can come out of left field. If you've been injured, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
For 60 years, our team of trusted, reliable plumbers has been here to help you with all your plumbing needs. Right now, unclogging any drain is $93 or it's free. That's $93 or free.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. That's CASH. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from he was on Shrooms to the White House cancels a big band and bad parents face a fee for unruly kids. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Happy hump day.
C-Lane is out. Hello, Josh.
Good day.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show. All you have to do is send a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. Doing well. Thank you for asking.
Man, we threw it together last minute.
On time, not stressed.
Yeah. Josh is texting me. He's like, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm trying to make it in. Sabrina's trying to connect to me.
Yeah,
all the things.
I made it a point to get here early because I'm like, yeah, I'll get everything kind of set up. And then I look at my phone after it was on silent and there's 20-something text messages like, I can't hear anything. Press the buttons.
But look at us.
Big thanks to Ryan Holmes, who was in the driver's seat for a second there and helped us get set up. So
very nice of him. We're up, we're running, and let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a car where a gentleman is angry. You see, this gentleman has worked for several hours, 3 hours, in fact, and he hasn't got paid enough. He's very upset about the amount of money that this old man has paid him. And here goes nothing.
You mean to tell me I just did all that work? You didn't work but 3 hours. Right.
He said you didn't work but 3 hours.
I just did all that work, and how much you gonna give me? $10?
$10?
$10 for 3 hours of work, which, not very good pay.
Next question should be, what year do you think it is, sir?
Old man, in the modern day, $3.33 an hour, not fantastic pay. No, not very good. So what's he going to do about it?
$10? What's wrong with you? $10? Get out. I'm about to slap the shit out of you. $10? $10?
Oh, he smacked the man.
Yeah. He smacked the old guy in the car for $3.33 an hour.
What's wrong with you?
He said, get out of my car.
This is crap. How about a nickel?
That was an old man with not a lot of money, I guess, but there he goes.
With his old-ass skin, it immediately bruised.
Yeah, probably. If you're paying somebody $10 for 3 hours of work, you deserve a slap. I mean, come on. What the hell is that?
He clearly didn't see the issue.
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? $10? 3 hours? Back in my day, that was good money.
Ronald Reagan's still president.
There he goes with a slap on the way out of the car. I don't know what happened after that. Maybe they became best friends. Or never saw each other again is probably what happened.
I'll give you $15.
Yeah, still not good, buddy. You got to go up from there. We have new information, and this is so wild to me, about that situation on the Alaska Airlines flight. This is where we had just heard somebody try to shut off the engines during the flight. Then we heard it was like a co-pilot, or like an off-duty pilot that was on the flight.
And he got the special seat, the jump seat.
He was in the jump seat, and he pulled those. There's like emergency pull things in the cockpit, and if you pull them, that's when you have an engine on fire, and it shuts everything down. And this guy freaked out and pulled them, and they didn't know exactly what to do at the moment. So they said, all right, let's do our best to try to get this guy out of the cockpit. So they did, and that was basically all we knew. We were like, why would this guy do this? What was happening here? Well, the new information that has come in from this police report, which was so crazy to see. Actually, I've got this. I'm going to bring it up in a second. But the police report said, the guy said, I'm not okay. He says, I'm not okay.
No, duh.
He goes, I'm not okay. And the pilots are like, what? Because before that, he was being totally normal. And he was asking about the weather, and they were talking about different kind of planes and whatnot.
Nerds.
And then he says, here it is. I got the document in front of me. While sitting in the cockpit jump seat, Emerson said, I'm not okay. Pilot 2 turned and observed Emerson reaching up and grabbing the red fire handles and pulling them down. Pilot 1 explained to the interviewing officer that by pulling the fire handles, this effectively activated the aircraft fire suppression system used to extinguish aircraft engine fires. They said that would cut off the fuel supply to the engines, and they declared an in-flight emergency. So there's a pilot and a co-pilot. One of them's wrestling with this guy, and is able to get him away and get him out of the cockpit before he could pull those emergency handles all the way down. Had he pulled the emergency handles all the way down, it would have shut off the engines and the plane would have started just gliding in the air, which is you don't want this.
That's chill.
That's rough.
You don't want this. But one thing interesting to think about is we just had a story on the show where they said they're trying to cut down the amount of pilots they need for planes and just have like one pilot on the flight. Were they to have had one pilot on this flight, this guy would have been able to pull the emergency handles.
Well, that's terrifying.
And turn off the engines because there wouldn't have been a second person to fight him while he was doing so. And that's something very, very important to think about going
Conspiracy.
ahead. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with that. They said he threw off his headphones and he said, "I'm not okay." They wrestled with him and got him out of there. Then they sent him into the main part of the plane. So now the pilot's in the main part of the plane. And there he gets cuffed with like those little flex cuffs that they have on flights.
Like zip ties?
Yeah, like zip ties. And they put him on another jump seat way in the back where the flight attendants usually sit. And he keeps getting up and he tries to open the emergency exit on the plane.
Dear God.
And they restrain him from doing that. And he's like freaking out and saying, "I almost killed 84 people, blah, blah." He's texting people. And they get him to calm down enough so the plane lands. And when the plane lands, the cops talk to him. And let me bring up the portion where they're interviewing him. It says, responding police officers interviewed Emerson. The officer learned Emerson was seated in a flight attendant seat in the back of the aircraft. He had a pair of flex handcuffs around his hands in front, and he was secured by a seat harness. They detained him and put him in a patrol vehicle. They read him his Miranda rights, and he agreed to speak with officers. Here's where he says why he did all this. Police interview was recorded. Emerson advised he believed he was having a, quote, nervous breakdown, unquote. He had not slept in 40 hours. He said he was an employee of Alaska Airlines and had been a pilot since 2001.
Formerly employed.
Yeah, he's probably not working there anymore. Emerson said he felt dehydrated and tired. He said he was in the cockpit. He said, "I didn't feel okay. It seemed like the pilots weren't paying attention to what was going on. They didn't. It didn't seem right." He said, "I pulled both emergency shutoff handles because I thought I was dreaming and I just wanted to wake up."
Oh, my God.
He denied taking any medication, but said approximately 6 months ago he became depressed. The officer said Emerson talks about the use of psychedelic mushrooms, and he said it was his first time taking mushrooms.
Before the flight?
Yes, yeah.
That's great.
So he was on shrooms, hadn't slept in 40 hours.
Whoa,
He's
man.
on the flight, and he goes, "I'm tripping out," and he tries to take the plane down.
How much did he eat?
It
Too
doesn't
much.
say.
Too much.
It doesn't say. And
like,
by the way,
those of you trying mushrooms for the first time, I feel like maybe in your house would be the great move. Not get on the plane and get a seat in the cockpit.
nice comfy spot would be nice, not this. He said, "I'm admitting to what I did. I'm not fighting any charges you want to bring against me, guys." He entered a not guilty plea in court after
Sorry,
that.
dude.
And Courtney and I were talking about this yesterday, and I said, this is such a weird thing because the way I look at crimes is if a person intentionally tried to commit a crime, I believe that person should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Like if Josh wanted to kill me, he knew he was going to try to kill me, and he stabbed me. That's one thing. Put Josh in prison for a long time.
I hadn't planned on it yet today.
Let's imagine an alternate scenario. Josh is in the kitchen with a steak knife, and I walk by him at an awkward time, and he turns around and stabs me in the stomach. That's a whole different thing. This guy, I don't think he intended on doing any of these things, but is he still fully responsible because he shouldn't have been taking shrooms in the cockpit?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Like maybe not a attempt in murder. That seems like a little bit more
that's what he got.
premeditated, but there was definitely some wrongdoing that deserves some consequences.
Yeah, he got 80-something counts of attempted murder, so that's what he has to fight moving forward here. And he may never get out of prison for the rest of his life for this thing. It's hard to feel sorry for him. I'm not suggesting that necessarily, but I just imagine when he goes back to the police department, he goes into jail, and he goes to sleep and wakes up. And then when he wakes up, he goes, "What am I doing in jail?" And they go, "Oh, here's the thing. You know,
this is a crazy story, man. You did shrooms and tried to murder 80 people.
I wasn't dreaming.
Yeah, you weren't dreaming any of that. You were actually on this flight." MFQ says 100% responsible. Daniel says, "How would you feel if he succeeded at killing over 80 people?" And BDMX Con says there was an attempt. Yeah, all of these things are very, very true. I just try to consider myself, I put myself in the shoes of the person who did this, and I don't know that I can say I think it was totally intentional. I think that this was like a worst case scenario of terrible decisions that all collided into each other here. Kurt said, airlines will fire your ass for going to therapy for depression. He's gone for good for being a commercial pilot for sure. Yeah, that much is very, very true. I think even just saying that he was depressed probably would be enough to boot him out from there. But wild, man.
Imagine.
I know. I couldn't imagine any of it. I couldn't imagine being on the plane. I couldn't imagine any of these things.
But then, you're okay after taking these mushrooms. You're like, I'm sure it's going to be an easy flight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to this stuff. Then maybe you should be in the area where the civilians are and have the freak out there, not where you have access to shutting off the engines.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the other thing I thought about was you got to think about how you analyze stories when you hear something like this. Imagine he hits those two red handles and the plane goes down and crashes. And we hear plane crash, 84 people died, somebody pulled on these handles. And that's all the information you had. With that information, you'd be like, this guy was a terrorist. He wanted to take down this plane and he wanted to kill all these people. You would have never guessed. Nobody would ever have guessed. Maybe the guy was on shrooms and he was freaking out.
What was that one pilot that crashed the plane into the mountains and afterwards they found out he was extremely depressed and that was why he did it?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It was a couple of years ago, I think.
German or something.
Yeah. There was a lot of stories that are, they go like this and you never would guess what was actually going on if you only had a little bit of the details. But there we go. Now we know. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com and Staley emails.
Staley, that's a fun name.
Staley says, hey, junkies, I can't leave a dispatch right now, but I'm just listening to the segment about the woman who claims she died and saw heaven before coming back to life. There's a show called I Survived ... Beyond and Back. It's about true stories where people died and claimed they saw the same thing, heaven, whatever you want to call it. The families and others assumed the person was just dreaming. Afterwards, the doctors, who also testify in the series, were also skeptical, so they went back to the tests and scans they were still running at the period of time the person was dead, and it showed their brain had zero activity. This person was brain dead, which means the brain was not active or working. FYI, your brain must be active or working in order to dream, which is an interesting twist. It's pretty crazy and mind-boggling. I think you could watch it on A&E, says Staley. Thank you for the email. All right, we have so much stuff to get into today. There is a Category 5 hurricane on the loose, and some of the footage from what happened with this thing and the way that it sped up, it's just incredible to think about. We'll get into that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for slowdowns on Highway 1792 due to an accident southbound at Monroe Road. The left turn lane's blocked. The right shoulder is blocked on I-4 eastbound at John Young Parkway. And the right turn lane is blocked on State Road 46 westbound at French Avenue. You can expect your regular delays this morning on Florida's Turnpike. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer. Seems like COVID's everywhere again, but there's good news from Pfizer. This season's updated COVID-19 shots are now available for ages 6 months and up, and they're designed to better protect against recent variants. Ask your pharmacist or doctor and schedule at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, if you're in law enforcement, maybe you're a firefighter or EMT, doctors, nurses, teachers, active duty military, and veterans, and you happen to be looking to upgrade your driving situation, Nations Trucks has got your back with their Hometown Heroes program. First off, with approved credit, you're making no payments for 90 days. Plus, you can finance your next truck for up to 75 months, and you're going to get a lower 48-month interest rate. So start saving money and start driving the truck that you deserve today. Check out the amazing selection of trucks at nationstrucks.com and tell them Ceiling from the News Junkies sent you.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey Orlando, see the Magic take on the Los Angeles Lakers on Saturday, November 4th at Amway Center. Cheer for Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and your Orlando Magic as they go up against LeBron James and the rest of the Lakers during their only visit to Orlando this season. We need you loud and proud, Magic fans. Let's show the purple and gold how we roll. Don't miss out on this big night in the O. Get your tickets today at OrlandoMagic.com and be ready to witness Magic together.
Are you dealing with tooth pain? Don't suffer in silence. Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our expert team offers state-of-the-art care and is dedicated to helping you find relief. We specialize in root canals and have 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, and you don't need a referral to make an appointment. Visit IneedARootCanal.com today. Don't delay. That's IneedARootCanal.com and take the pain away.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Orlando's newest entertainment destination is now open. Primrose Lanes welcomes you to our restaurant and bowling club. Visit primroselanes.com to reserve your lane and join us for happy hour every weekday at 4 p.m. for half-off cocktails.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Help keep our communities safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app.
Dan Patrick takes a gamble. DP is living vicariously through his buddy Bad Larry and graphics guy Dylan as they make weekly picks on college football and NFL. Unbreakable with Jay Glazer. Jay talks directly with you and does regular check-ins regarding his own battles with mental health. Up on Game. NFL greats LeVar Arrington, TJ Hushmanzada, and Plaxico Burress take on the latest hard-hitting sports topics for athletes while welcoming guests from the world of sports and entertainment.
Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And Daniel emails. Daniel is following up because he's a podcast listener on the story where somebody emailed us and they said, I was washing my car and some little girl on a bike came by. You remember this story? And he said the little girl was like staring at him.
Yep, stared at him awkwardly. And then what was like an hour later, Pops comes by.
Yeah, her father came by and says, hey, did you say something to my daughter? And the guy's like, no, I've got cameras on all these vehicles. I can prove it. I didn't say anything. And it was a very, very awkward moment. He felt like accused, and it was a little kid that did it, so he didn't know how to handle it. Daniel says, podcast listener, I heard the story about the girl watching a guy wash his car and the subsequent interaction with her dad. I had 3 young girls hit my truck with a rock one day. Turned around and entered a parking lot to follow them behind a building. Once confronted, and I asked where their parents were, they ran off. Late that night, 5 sheriff deputies show up at my house because I was accused of attempted kidnapping and sexual assault. My young son vouched for my story as he was in the truck with me at the time. Was told if my son had not been there, I would have spent the night in jail just for public safety. Eventually, one of the girls came clean and nothing ever happened to me, but it was a scary 72 hours.
How does that even happen? Where do they get an idea like that from?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why somebody would do that. But these are kids. They do these things sometimes, I guess. Eventually, one of the girls came clean, but nothing ever happened to me. It was scary 72 hours. In addition, often we say S on the News Junkie, and I hear News Chunky. Good luck and love you guys, he says. All right, well, News Chunky it is. Thank you so much, sir. That is an awkward moment to be in, certainly. And you're like, hey, I'm totally innocent here. And then you imagine yourself being hauled off to jail. And when you're in jail, you're like, I'm totally innocent. And all the other guys are like, I'm totally innocent too.
Yeah, we all are, man. Come on.
And you're like, wait, no, but I really am innocent. I didn't do this. It flashes me back to the story I told
exactly what you're talking about.
Long ago on this show where
never mind.
I was just sitting in my room and the doorbell rang at my parents' house in the acreage. And I go to the door, and there's 2 cops there, and I'm like, uh-oh. At that time, I thought maybe my sister got into some trouble or my brother. Or, what's going on here? Why are these cops at the door? And they said, were you by Crestwood Middle School today? And I said, no. And they said, somebody in your vehicle attempted to abduct a student from the school, and the student fought back, and now we want to know what's going on. And I had sold my car the day before to some guy, and you paid cash for it, and the guy took my car and went to the school and tried to abduct some middle school kid. And I was like, oh my God.
I mean,
quick turnaround.
Yeah. And you're like, you're sitting there going, oh guys, you got to believe me here. I have only been at this house. I have not gone anywhere. I do not abduct little girls.
I don't even have a car anymore.
Yeah, I don't have a car to go get it. If I wanted to abduct little girls, I wouldn't be able to do it, officer. And then you just find yourself.
God, I wish C-Lane was here to grab that.
Stuck in a terrible conversation. So let's go to this because I thought this was pretty stunning. There was a storm yesterday. There is a storm right now called Otis, and it was a tropical storm at first, and it went from a tropical storm, right? From a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane in 12 hours.
Damn.
That is insane to think about. So you're sitting there, and as it's approaching Mexico, you go, no big deal. It's Tropical Storm Otis. And then within 12 hours, updates of Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, Cat 4, and now it's a Category 5 serious hurricane that is headed to Mexico, and it's been just whipping them for the last 10 hours or so. Some of the footage that I'm seeing, oh my God. We are lucky it's not us this time, friends. This looks tough. Here's one.
That's why it was so windy this past week? Are we getting like the outer bands?
It could be maybe like
Mexican wind.
It's a little ways off, but here it is. Whoa. This thing is strong. This is going to be causing some damage out there. And that was a tropical storm like 12 hours earlier. You thought they were partying in the hurricane video?
The storms in Mexico also have mariachi bands.
Yeah, they are struggling through it right now. So to all our friends in Mexico, best of luck. Hunker down and hopefully everything goes okay, because that's a very strong storm that seemingly came out of nowhere. An update on the video that we played, I think last week, where the woman was mad at the guy taking her on a first date because the guy took her to Cheesecake Factory. And she said, look at me, look at this. You don't take this to Cheesecake Factory.
He's not getting out of the car. Instead, I'm going to video you.
Yeah, I'm not going to a chain restaurant. And then he proceeded to say, hey, you were like hours late, and I waited for you, and I had a reservation at a nice restaurant that we missed, and we came to Cheesecake Factory as a backup plan. And so we were arguing over whether or not that was real, because there were moments of it that seemed pretty fake and moments of it that seemed pretty real. But the very real outcome is a lot of women all over social media platforms started getting together and talking about places that you don't take a lady Facebook, on the first date.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
I don't get this. I don't understand this list. It seems off to me. But they said, here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. Thank you to the ladies who reached out and helped me on my list. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. They literally put it at number 1.
Yeah.
For places you don't go on a first date. I think the Cheesecake Factory is better than it's getting here. I think it deserves more than this. They said Applebee's, Chili's, those are no-goes on a first date.
That's fair.
Chipotle, no-go. Olive Garden, my God, Olive Garden seems nice enough.
But how is Cheesecake Factory the number 1 and they still would consider a first date at Chipotle?
Yeah, more so than Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is definitely better than all the other ones I listed off so far, right?
It's a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
I love all those things, though, so I definitely would have had the outlier of answers.
If somebody would have taken me to any of these places, I'd been like, well, thank you. This is a nice little adventure here for us. Number 6 is the movies. The movies is not a first good date, these ladies say. Number 7 makes sense to me, all right? I understand number 7. On a first date, inviting a woman to your house is a little presumptuous.
It's a bit odd.
That seems a little bit much. And if you're a weirdo, then they're stuck at your house with you. Although Courtney and I's first date was at my place. She did come back to my place. How
was that a first date? Did you cook her dinner? No.
No, we just had drinks together.
We ordered Cheesecake Factory.
I did not. No, I got a Cheesecake Factory afterwards. We worked up to that.
That was nice of you.
Number 8, they say no first dates at any fast food chain. Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop. The gym is a weird one because I can't understand why anybody would have a first date at a gym.
And that's for a particular reason.
Or church, bringing somebody to church.
Oh,
and
God.
they say no coffee dates.
Am I right?
No family functions. Nowhere that requires a long drive. Okay, I get that one too.
Yeah.
Because if you get in the person's car and then it's awkward and then you're like, oh boy, 3 hours later.
So do you like music?
No bowling, no nightclubs, no hookah bars. No bar just for drinks, no Waffle House, no sports events. They're really limiting the locations we could go on this first day.
I take issue with a bar just for drinks.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think that's reasonable.
I also take issue with they say no Starbucks or like a coffee place, because we talked about yesterday how that might be a good first date. So you have a real quick meeting, and you connect with each other and see if it would be worth exploring the Cheesecake Factory option. But I really don't understand why they're number one on the list of places that these ladies say you don't take a woman on a first date. We're ready to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Tater Hog is talking about Cheesecake Factory. Let's see what we got.
What up, junkies?
Hey.
Hey, quick hot take on the old girl getting mad about going to Cheesecake Factory. When I first heard y'all tell that story, in my head, she was probably thinking the Cheesecake Factory, like off of the show The Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Small, tiny little diner on the side of the street in the hood.
I don't know that.
That was what I was thinking about it. I don't know.
Have you been to a Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory is pretty bum. Anyway, love you guys. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I don't know what they have in that show, but my experience is Cheesecake Factory is usually pretty big, right?
It's huge. And
they hang out.
Their decor is like Egyptian/modern chic.
Like Egyptian Tuscan.
It's very strange.
Question: why?
I remember last time I was there, years and years ago, I had asked the server about it because after looking around, I'm like, none of this makes sense to me.
Yeah,
it has something to do with the founder or the original owner.
Johnny
concept.
Cheesecake.
Johnny Cheesecake was Egyptian?
No, he was not.
No, he loved cocaine though.
Oh, okay. All
he
right.
walked
Well,
weird.
so we have that. We have that in common. Over to Big Bird, talking about shifting weather patterns for some reason. Hello?
Pretty sure that in our lifetime, we're going to see at least one Christmas hurricane.
Ooh, a Christmas cane.
It might even be
a candy cane,
a
if you
very
will.
stormy day, but I bet you that's going to happen real soon.
I don't know. Maybe it could. I'm, just sitting back watching just like you are. I'm surprised that a storm could go from a tropical storm to a Category 5 storm hitting Mexico in 12 hours. That's a little weird to me and a little concerning. But I can't tell you why it's happening.
We're also going into November, and it's still hot as balls out.
It was a little warmer yesterday, I think. I don't know. It's been kind of nice, though.
It's nice in the morning.
In the evening.
But then you get that afternoon, and it's smoldering, at least for this time of year.
When does hurricane season end?
It ended.
Anywhere?
I thought
it's
it was
already
in
ended?
September. I might
good.
be spitting out straight up lies.
I never know. When it comes to hurricane season, I have no idea when it starts and when it ends, but I thought maybe we were still in it, and Mexico clearly is. They're dealing with one right now. Here we go. Over to the Brown Pony talking about shrooms on a plane.
So those levers he was trying to pull or whatever it is that cut off the plane because of a fire or whatever, is there not a sensor on that kind of detects like, hey, we're flying, sure, you'll put the fire out, but then you also kill everyone. I feel like that's weird for that not to be a thing. Also, I'm 38. I've got kids, younger kids.
Cool.
My whole partying and experimenting part of life is pretty much over. Never got to do shrooms. All my friends have.
Try
They
them.
say
They're
it's
fun.
great.
Yeah. Do it with the kids.
I feel like I'd be that one guy that has, like this guy had, a bad trip and would just start fighting people. So I'm glad I never got to find out. And this guy is a proof I need to never want to try it.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. If you're thinking like that, that's probably the smartest move for you. Courtney swears off drugs she's never done all the time. She'll see like a news story and she'll be like, I'm never doing fentanyl. I'll go, all right, well.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'm on board. I'll support you in your quest to never do fentanyl.
I was going to take you on a second date where we did fentanyl in my apartment.
Go to Cheesecake Factory on fentanyl and just kind of nod off at the table. That doesn't seem like the greatest romantic date. Although I'm not known for the most romantic dates. I got to get better at that. NumRJ on YouTube says, first date, based on everything Sean is saying, Kobe's, fish bones, or melting pots. Ooh. You hate melting pots still? I thought you were on board.
I went there. I went there with my two best friends, and it was delicious. It was during magical dining, and we ate a lot. But it's just the concept of cooking my own food for a bill that's over $100 is still baffling to me.
Don't you like any of those places where you go and it's what do they call it? It's like the Asian place,
Korean barbecue,
like a hot pot or something. Yeah, Korean barbecue places, I guess, where you go and you order cow tongue and then you cook it yourself.
You can make the soup.
Yeah, there's all kinds of places like that. I think it's fun. It is weird that you pay still a significant amount of money when you are doing the most work.
I mean, I destroyed at least 2 pieces of filet mignon because I forgot about them and ended up being like a doorstop. And I'm like, okay, there goes $15 down the drain because I wasn't paying attention because I'm the chef now.
You know what the waiter always says at Melting Pot?
I love Melting Pot. I hope you guys listen.
They say, have you guys been here before? And we're like, yeah, we've been here a bunch of times. And they go, do you know all the cooking times? And I say with utmost authority and confidence, I say, yes, we do know the cooking times. And then when he walks away, I go, I have no idea what the cooking times are. I forget it every time.
Just guess.
Just guess. And I'm like, 30 seconds for a shrimp seems right. Here we go.
Here's a light bulb. If they're listening, how about make those skewers with the with like some sort of sensor, like, hey, your meat's done.
That would be nice. Like a little, like a display on the end that says ready to eat or something.
And
ready
then
to
also
meet.
a raw plate, because I kept getting yelled at for putting the raw food on my cooked plate by accident.
Oh, I do that all the time too. I haven't died yet.
Little city.
Yeah, we're still alive somehow, so we must have something going on. Here's Waterboys. It says, remembering Anthony today. Okay.
Feeling a little nostalgic today, remembering Anthony. I just passed a guy on the East-West Expressway with a News Junkie sticker on the back, and I remember it very well because one day I was driving past, I got Anthony in the passenger seat, and I stopped right behind this particular van. I was like, hey, Anthony, go grab that magnet. And he hopped out all excited and went and, tried to take the sticker off of the van.
Whoa.
When he realized it was a sticker, the look on his face just had me laughing so hard I could not keep on driving for a little while. But anyway, that was me honking at you, whoever you were on the East-West, pulled off on 441. Bye.
All right, thank you, Waterboys. Appreciate your dispatch. We're ready for yours. Come out of the woods. Maybe you've been listening for a while but haven't contributed to the show. Do that today. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record us a dispatch. Real quickly, I want to remind you, because supplies are dwindling, of our latest design drop. So go get your shirts. Go to getskywall.com, GETSKYWALL.com. The Fickle Beast X-Ray merch is up. It's a really popular design. I think you're going to like it. At least take a look. You can buy it right on your phone. It's super easy to do.
Make sure to double check the sizes and the address, though.
Please do. A lot of people make that mistake. Don't be the person who does that. And you can get the shirt in white or black, and there's a hoodie, which is one of my favorite pieces of merch we've ever done. I really like this one. All of that available for a very limited time over at getskywall.com. When we come back, bad parents are finally being forced to pay the piper. What's happening? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Is what I got. I said, remember that. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Ian Cassette with your Central Florida forecast. Today, a mix of sun and clouds continue with breezy conditions as well. We'll see winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour at times. Rain chances remain isolated, with just a few sprinkles possible with better rain chances near the coast and a high of 85 degrees. For this evening and tonight, expect lighter winds with comfortable weather with a low around 69 degrees. On Thursday, a high of 83 degrees and breezy conditions, then lighter winds Friday with a high of 83 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Ian Cassette.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
It's the Bedhead Sale at Mattress Warehouse. Come in with your best or worst bedhead and save up to 50% on any mattress. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or a mattress warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
There is one place that you have to check out today or this weekend. At some point in the next several days, go over to Primrose Lanes. Why? Because they have the best food I've had in a very long time. A fun menu, all kinds of exciting stuff. It's one of those menus over at Primrose Lanes where you find like 10 things you want and you're struggling on what the best choice is for you. But no matter what you get, everything is absolutely delicious that I've had. The chicken tenders that they have, all right, I know. Kids thing, they've elevated it. They took it to the next level. It's absolutely stunning. They have Funyun fried onions, shoestring fries that are fantastic. And for their meals, they've got anything from the crispy chicken, which is so good. The smoked prime rib, which I'm telling you is the best sandwich I've ever had in my life. Like that good. And their world famous hot dog is over there as well. This is a place where you go to have great food and go for entertainment. Sabrina will be DJing there Friday at Primrose Lanes. You can hang out with her, and you can explore everything they have to offer. They have a bowling alley right there. You could play with you and your friends if you'd like. They have a big entertainment room for all the fights and everything else that's going on, all the big games you want to watch, and they have their own parking lot, so no hassles of trying to figure out where to park downtown. They have happy hour every weekday with half-off cocktails, the original lanes restored for bowling, and you can reserve your lane today. Go to primroselanes.com.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There is no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Attention! Our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I'm about to tell you a secret that'll make the insurance companies madder than a wet hen. Major insurance companies use a software called Colossus to tell them what the firm you hire is likely to settle your case for. Google it yourself. They know which law firms can lowball and take the last best offer, not us. Google our firm and see billions recovered from those very same insurance companies. They know who we are, and now you know it too. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
iHeartRadio wants to send you to see the sold-out Sick New World Festival on April 27th in Las Vegas, VIP style. System of a Down, Slipknot, Alice in Chains, and many more. We'll take care of everything. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Rock Nation Radio, and you'll be automatically entered.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
Jeff Martin Auctioneers is hosting a public auction in Kissimmee on October 31st and November 1st, featuring construction and farm equipment, trucks, trailers, and more. Bid your way live on-site or online at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. Experience the difference. License AU4483.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Check out our new Threads at Real Radio 1041 on Threads. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 104.1.
Well, the celebrities in Hollywood have done it again. They managed to, and I don't even know how, piss everybody off with some letter that they signed. And it's weird to me because this letter that all these celebrities have signed about what's happening in, Israel and Gaza and all that, the war that's going on there.
A lot of random names.
A lot of celebrities, a lot of random names, a lot of people that you would never put in the same room. But the letter seems super innocuous to me. Like there was nothing about this. It was like, oh my goodness. Like it didn't seem to weigh in heavily on either side. It was like, we just want peace. We want to get the hostages home safely. We want there to be a ceasefire in Gaza and Israel. We want to stand for our common humanity. It was like all this boilerplate stuff, nothing controversial at all. But still, it managed to piss a whole bunch of people off. And I think it pissed people off on both sides for some reason. Like, I don't.
Hell yeah!
Tis the season.
One thing that I think stands out and that people react to is whenever celebrities weigh in on stuff like this, it's like, oh, yeah. The whole world, all the world leaders are working on this problem. But now that Andrew Garfield and Kristen Stewart have signed this letter, Hamas is definitely going to let go of these hostages.
They love Spider-Man.
You would be surprised or maybe not surprised at all. Wasn't there something with Osama bin Laden that he loved a particular Hollywood celebrity? The Taliban loved Robin Williams. They also, in between all of the beheading videos on Twitter, they said, well, we're going to miss you, Robin.
Yeah, they had. I do remember that was the weirdest thing. They had like a laptop that was Osama bin Laden's that they got when they killed him, and there was all sorts of things on there that seemed sort of weird. Like he was into all kinds of Hollywood movies and different programs. Like I think even SpongeBob episodes were on his laptop, and you're like, I didn't picture that, but I guess here I am surprised. 57 and counting Hollywood celebrities have written an open letter to President Joe Biden, asking for him to call for a ceasefire in Israel and Palestine. Again, I don't think this is very controversial. We ask that as President of the United States, you call for an immediate de-escalation and ceasefire in Gaza and Israel before another life is lost. More than 5,000 people have been killed in the last week and a half, and a number any person of conscience knows is catastrophic. We all believe life is sacred, no matter faith or ethnicity. We condemn the killing of Palestinian and Israeli civilians. Like, they're really both sides the hell out of it, right? Like,
yeah, that's pretty standard.
You would have figured, like, nobody could get upset about this, but so many people they're trying to circulate the celebrities' names to blacklist them. Here's a reaction. Here is the full completed list of every celebrity that signed the Zionist propaganda no hostages letter. And this is why in this thread they're doing something harmful, and they show some of the celebrities like Aaron Sorkin, Adam Sandler, Barry Diller, Bob Odenkirk, Bradley Cooper.
Does that say Adam and Jackie? Is that his wife?
Yes, yeah, both of them. And they both signed this, and Jason Sudeikis. I mean, just a lot of big names.
John Hamm, too.
What are you doing, John
Jerry
Hamm?
Seinfeld.
Yeah, all these famous folks on this list of people who wrote this letter or signed this letter together, including Dean Cain, to say that we need to end the war. And to me, more than being like, oh my God, how dare they do this? They're standing up for Israel. Or I just think it's so cringe that celebrities think that they have this sort of influence in world affairs. Remember at the start of COVID when they did that Imagine video and everybody
was rough.
It was like some big celebrity singing Imagine, and you know that one of them came up with the idea, and they said, "Hey, guys, I think we should sing Imagine to really pull people together in these trying times.
But we're going to do it in black and white.
Yeah, we're going to do it very dramatic, black and white.
And there was another one, too, where they did, like, spoken word. I remember Aaron Paul was the one that took it, like, way too extra. Like, this is not going to be eligible for an Academy Award. But he's like, this is the time to come together, bitch.
Yeah, they're actors. They're artists. This is what I would expect from I guess. But people get triggered by all of this. And they managed to just piss off both sides by releasing the most mundane letter you've ever seen. And 700 celebrities, including and Hollywood executives, signed another letter, I guess, in support of Israel. This is not that one. This is the one that just says, like, there should be a ceasefire. Artists for Ceasefire is the name of the organization. And everybody is very triggered by them weighing in on this. I just think it's cringe that they think they're having any impact. But maybe who knows? Maybe the guy who is in charge of holding all the hostages is a huge fan of one of these celebrities. Yeah. Just one. All we need is one. Maybe he's like, damn, I love Adam Sandler.
All right, we'll stop the war if you can have him send me a personal video, cameo style, but I'm not paying for it.
I know Sabrina crapped on that one Adam Sandler movie yesterday on the show, but maybe this guy
on it. I
yes,
just said it was effing awful.
Are you saying if they like Grown Ups 1 or 2, we should not push for a ceasefire?
Fingers crossed. There could be a very, very small chance that one of them likes Grown Ups 1 or 2.
If Big Daddy isn't your favorite Sandler film, it's off.
I love that movie.
We're going to go to you and your dispatches in just a moment here. But there is now a U.S. restaurant called Tocoa Riverside Restaurant. This is in Georgia. And they've introduced yet another fee that they're putting on your receipts when you're ready to check out. This one is causing a little bit of controversy. I'm all for it. I'm fully on board. A U.S. restaurant has introduced a bad parenting fee for customers whose kids cause havoc during service. And that's this Tocoa Riverside Restaurant in Georgia. It's a dining surcharge after they lost patience with unruly young customers and their unconcerned mothers and fathers. The dining establishment located in the picturesque Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah. Love it up there.
They got a $39 ribeye steak drenched in herb butter dinner and a waterfront backdrop. And now they say adult surcharge for adults unable to parent. And they've been charging the fee for some time, but it was just now noticed. Several upset diners have left bad Google reviews after being charged this poor parenting fee.
Get better kids, nerd.
Yeah. Get better at parenting or get better kids. Put a little muzzle on them. I don't know if they got kid muzzles, but do something to make it a better experience for everybody else who's just trying to eat, for God's sake. Our good friend, our dear friend, C-Lane, still on baby watch right now. For those of you who have been following along, we thought yesterday might be the day. It's like, oh, man, here we go. And he seems remarkably calm still in text messages.
My blood pressure's through the roof.
I don't know how he's not freaking out just yet, but I think more than anything, he's just done waiting. And I know that his wife is done waiting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that she's ready for go time here. And just to bring this baby into the world. And that should be happening soon.
This is
probably today.
Have you ever, you've heard how to kind of help the process go faster in the past. A lot of midwives and I would say even studies have been done that there's some type of, we'll call it an exercise that a couple can do together in order to get the labor going.
I thought it was having sex.
That is correct. Now, how weird would it be?
Points to you.
I don't know how to put it, but like, you remember, hey, C-Line, have you tried having sex with her mom? No.
I'm not going to suggest it.
Did you do it?
I will not be suggesting this in the group thread. I'm not going to toss that out there.
I'm not going to either, but would they rather hear it from one of us or some parent that is saying the same thing? I would be mortified.
True.
I would say, get out. I will send you a picture when we're done.
Well, we
we're
need
not with
word,
the sex with the baby.
we need word from the experts on this. Is that something that they say like in the run up, or do they literally say it while people are at the hospital? Like, you do this now and things will get started.
Like that, or like I think self pleasure is supposed to be a thing. Then there's something with the nipples also.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one.
Well, so anyone who's listening
nipples, Greg.
knows what we're talking about.
One thing that I think I'm off on, because it was so long ago. Obviously, Dylan's 22 years old now, and I don't remember half of that stuff. But I've been saying like, oh yeah, he'll have the baby today if they induce today. And a lot of women are like, well, my labor was 18 hours, and my labor was 20 hours. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what I hope they're not listening to this. Please, God.
Women?
And no, Sealand and his wife, because I don't want to put this juju on them. But I don't know what the average time is, but that seems so long to me. That was a long time. Let's see. Hold on. Average labor time. Let's see what they said. Oh, my God. Average labor lasts 12 to 24 hours for a first birth and is typically shorter for other births, 8 to 10 hours. Then you'll have some women who go, no, I walked in the door, signed the paperwork, kid came out, and I said, see you later, folks, and got back home within a couple hours. So I'm not sure how long all this takes. Yeah, for me, this is something that I'm very disconnected for, but give us your experiences. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. When we come back, Halloween is on the horizon. We need to make sure that you're prepared, and I don't want you to get in trouble for doing this thing. This one thing that could get you in trouble on Halloween is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Thursday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Buffalo to face the Bills. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, they specialize in one-of-a-kind custom-designed jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traffic is finally moving due to that accident on I-4 eastbound at Osceola Polk Line Road, but traffic is backed up to CR 557. Slowdowns due to an accident on Highway 1792 at Monroe Road. Delays due to an accident on State Road 46 westbound at French Avenue. And authorities are clearing up an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound at Good Homes Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
It's time to set sail with Victory Casino Cruises and Real Radio for our Halloween comedy gambling cruise on Saturday, October 28th. Enjoy comedy from Real Radio's Ross, Sabrina, and Ryan, and music from DJ Angel. For just $25, you can get boarding, a meal, a live comedy show, and $20 in qualified slot play. We will also be having raffles for free slot play prizes and for concert tickets. Plus, come dress in your best Halloween costume for our contest to win free slot play prizes. Boarding starts at 5:30 p.m. and the ship sets sail at 7 p.m. sharp. Come join us on Victory Casino Cruises in Port Canaveral on Saturday, October 28th. For more information and to get your tickets, go to realradio.fm/victory. That's realradio.fm/victory.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Give it them today with energy today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs, so there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with energy today.
13 Days of Halloween Penance, Season 4 of the award-winning horror fiction podcast presented in immersive 3D audio.
If I am under arrest, you have to tell me what I'm charged with.
Starring Natalie Morales of Parks and Recreation and Dead to Me.
Please, there's been some kind of mistake. I'm not supposed to be here.
How do you know?
I'm innocent.
Are any of us truly innocent?
Premiering October 19th, ending Halloween. Listen to 13 Days of Halloween on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialist, Florida's #1 repipe expert, and I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we have represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
join us on the show. Send us a dispatch. You can do that very easily by going over to thenewsjunkie.com and just hitting record, and then you are on the show right alongside us. I'm a big fan of this idea that each day there's like one person that gets to go viral. You know, we have like our person of the day, and then the entire internet hates that person or loves that person, and then we go on to our next person. And every single day there's somebody like this that stands out and goes viral. Usually they're like licking a toilet seat or something.
Yeah.
I've seen so many. Did you see the one that was going around this week of this girl who went into the porta potty? I'm not going to say much more than that, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
I did not, but I guess I have an afternoon activity.
No, stay away from this one.
Hey,
if at all
Siri,
possible.
search porta potty girl.
Yeah, you don't want that. It's not going to be a good time, especially if you're anywhere around food, if you stumble upon that video. But the young woman who is the person of the day online today is very upset. She has just recently gotten a job, I guess, and the 9 to 5 is just too much for her. So she's upset about this. And it has like a good chunk of people who are going, oh, yes, I support you. 9 to 5 is ridiculous. Why do we do it this way? And then you know the obvious other reaction, which is like, buck up, pussy.
Yeah, when I was your age, I had to walk to my job.
I used to work 9 a.m. to midnight. And you go, well, that sounds like it sucks.
3 72-hour consecutive shifts at the leg crushing factory, Cupcake.
Let's see where we land on this lady. She's very, very upset about this 9 to 5 job that she has. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but maybe we'll learn. Here we go.
I know I'm probably just being so dramatic and annoying, but this
I'm so sorry.
Do you ever review the clips?
Forrest was talking to me.
Josh, listen to it beforehand. That's the only F-bomb, I assure you.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah, all the rest is clear.
My bad, guys.
What's this dude's name that's behind me? Nightmare Before Christmas? Jack Skellington?
Jack Skellington, yeah.
He's covering the dump machine.
All
And
right.
Now I have to move his arm.
I assure you, kind of, that you're not going to need it again.
Oh, boy.
I don't believe you.
Josh, listen
I
to
don't
it.
even believe me now.
He's lost faith
now
in himself.
I'm nervous.
So she said, I've got to drive to my 9 to 5 every day. It takes effing forever to get there. And this is just...
Oh, my dear God. All right. Well, it was a nice... There's no dump left. That's enough.
I don't know why I didn't hear those.
Josh, there was two.
This is my bad.
Just absolutely blatant F-bombs.
I really think the rest of it's good.
No, I'm not going
But I
back.
don't trust it anymore.
I said, Josh,
Do you want
listen
to
to
throw
this.
some clips my way, and perhaps I'll definitely make sure the curse words are gone?
Well, I didn't. I thought he was better at seeing if there were curse
God,
words.
my BPM is 120 easily right now.
We learned today that Josh doesn't view the F word as a curse word. He's totally
I
fine
live
with
a different lifestyle.
with modern use of this. Okay,
My
well,
bad.
Put it this way: she was very upset that she had to work a 9 to 5 and couldn't believe that this was her reality.
She has a potty mouth.
And she curses a little bit because of this, this tough.
She's upset.
Yeah, she's upset about these things. And Tammy says, "Oh, it sucks to work 9 to 5 with 2 hours of commuting. I have no time for personal life." Where are you living that you have 2 hours as a commute? That's what I always wonder when I see that. Because, for me, God, I would never. I just learned this from my dad. I've talked before about how my dad worked at IBM in Boca Raton, Florida. And we lived in the acreage, and it was a 45-minute best case scenario drive to and from work every day. And so he had to leave really early and had to get up really early. And I just wondered, I guess maybe we lived where we lived because it was cheaper and Boca Raton was more expensive, but I could never do that. Like people who live in LA, I think the commute in LA is particularly bad and long for anybody who's trying to get to
that
work.
Highway's packed constantly.
And you hear of people who they leave at 5 and it's like, all right, I'll see you at home at 6:30. And I don't want to live in a city like that. That's not something that I would ever do. And I just couldn't accept that situation as normal. But I guess a lot of people do. Miss McKip on YouTube says, Sean's commute is rough. It's tough. Yeah, it's just his feet that I have to walk. It's too much. I want to keep you safe on Halloween, as I said, before we get to these dispatches. Now, let me put both of you in a situation. Damn it, I got to stop saying situation. For us as well. I'm going to put the three of you in this.
He's tallying.
In this arrangement. If you were going to a Halloween party and you're going to dress up, now you've obviously been in that predicament before, and you have a whole costume that you're going to wear. Do you, A, get fully dressed up in your costume, get in your vehicle, and drive to the Halloween party that you're going to, or B, drive to the Halloween party that you're going to, go into like a bathroom or something, and get dressed up in your costume at the event itself?
I mean, that depends on so many factors. Is it your really good friend's party? Are you helping to set up? Then you get dressed at their house.
No,
And
you're
if
just
it's a-
going, you're just attending the party like everybody else.
Then
You're just hanging
you get
out.
dressed beforehand.
Okay,
You're
so
not
it
going to
also
take up the
depend-
bathroom time.
It depends on costume, though, because you can't drive a car as an inflatable minion.
Right. And that's one of the problems. There are places that will fine you for driving in your Halloween costume. They'll give you a fine if you're in your car driving around in your Halloween
Sounds
costume.
like that place is called Fun Sucker City.
Because, you know, in some cases it might be something that makes it so you can't see where you're going as well as you should if you have a mask on or something like that. And in other cases, it'll be like the suit is too big and you're not properly driving the car. But
I've been there.
I thought that almost everybody, just thinking about it, I thought almost everybody gets dressed up beforehand, and then you go to the party, and then you get, drive back with a costume on. Like when
It depends on the piece. Like when we used to get dressed up and did the show at your house, Sean, I will never forget when I looked like that melting Trump.
Mm-hmm.
It was years ago. And I had the window down listening to Adele, and I forgot for a second that's what I looked like. But I had to
Until
drive
somebody
to your
looks at you?
house. Yeah.
And somebody looks over at you and they're like, whoa, what the hell?
Maga.
Yeah, whenever I see somebody in a costume driving, it's always they have like a full costume on, but it's not something that they would do if the costume had like a head to it, right?
Yeah.
So if you're let me give you a for instance here. One time I had to buy Dylan this whole contraption because he was Dead Mouse, the DJ for Halloween.
Cool.
And the Dead Mouse has this big head that he puts on and it lights up and does all this stuff. And I found somebody on eBay that made a cool one and I got it for him and he was Dead Mouse for Halloween. And that is not something that you would be putting on your head and driving around. That would be a very, very bad idea and incredibly distracting at that. So I'm not sure how everybody handles it, but it seems like most people probably do it beforehand. All right, let's go over to you. Let's work in some dispatches and see what's happening in your world. Here is a sweaty armpit guy. It says Sean's Halloween costume.
Hey guys, since we're on the subject of Halloween, I've got a great costume idea for Sean, and believe it or not, he already owns it. All he's got to do is dust off the old sex mask.
I don't have any sex masks. Yeah, I can't say that phrase.
Sex mask.
I don't have any sex masks, sir. I don't have any of those. I do have masks, but that's just because of the show. Like, we wore a lot of costumes on the show, especially during the pandemic. And most of them I threw away, but some of them, for some reason, I held on to. I think I still have the Lunchables costume. I don't know why. Gotta throw that away probably.
Sex costumes. Got it.
I'm not having sex on a Lunchables costume, for God's sake.
Sure.
Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm joining us in the studio. Hello, Mo.
Hello, Mr. Lunchable.
How are you? I don't have the Lunchables costume.
Dr. Lunchable.
Damn it, I do have the Lunchables costume. I'm just not wearing it at all. I only wear it that one day. Here's Guitar Slinger with the dispatch, talking about the commute in West Palm Beach.
I commute every weekday from western West Palm out close to Royal Palm, but not all the way in, a little bit east of that. But it's 7.6 miles to drive from my house to the island of Palm Beach. Some mornings it takes 45 minutes to an hour to drive 7.5 miles.
That's infuriating. I could not do that every day. And then you got to leave like at just the right time so, you can expect some delays from the traffic. Ugh, no thank you. Here's the drunken mailman.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
No, it's Wednesday. Yeah, whatever it is.
You got it.
Do you use junkies? Sean, you say you don't want to live in a city where you have to commute. I lived in Orlando. I went to UCF. And if you live like in southern Orlando, way down there, and your job is all the way up, Maitland or whatever it is, it takes a long damn time to get all the way across town in Orlando, especially during rush hour traffic. Wiggle.
Not for me. I mean, for me to get to Maitland, I think it takes like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes or something like that. It's not very long.
Depends where in Orlando you are.
Yeah, but from here, it doesn't take me that long.
If you're in Lake Nona, it takes almost an hour to get up to Maitland.
No, God, I can't do that. Yeah, it's just too much extra time. So I do understand her plight. I don't understand the bitching about a 9 to 5. Work, go do your thing. That's how you get paid. That's how you live your life. But I do understand the extra stuff. Where you go, it's not a 9 to 5 anymore. It's like a 7:30 to 7. It makes it way, way more obnoxious. Okay, we're to a quick break. When we come back, we've got so much to get to, including a lady who is in big trouble over her car. It's her car that is causing her all of these problems that she has in her life. And it's something that she's done to her vehicle. We'll talk about this when we come back. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
It's National Spaghetti Day. Meatballs not included.
Most. Did you do spaghetti as a kid?
Yeah,
a lot.
So
for the longest time, I thought spaghetti was a Latin dish.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Authorities are clearing up that accident on I-4 eastbound at Osceola Polkline Road. Traffic is backed up to CR 557. The left turn lane is blocked on Highway 1792 southbound at Monroe Road. Expect delays eastbound and westbound due to an accident on State Road 46 at Monroe Road. And delays on State Road 50 eastbound at Good Homes Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains. Ride brighter with high-speed rail to South Florida. Experience premium lounge perks, roomier seats, and onboard meal and drink service with 16 daily departures to South Florida. Adult fares from $79. Kids from $39. Book now at GoBrightline.com.
Mortgage brokers are better, my friends. Why? Well, they do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like that mortgage guy, Don. And that mortgage guy, Don, is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. And you could see the difference immediately when you go to his website, thatmortgageguydon.com. Chock full of information for you, guides on how to get pre-approved, reliable mortgage information, a beautiful button that says apply now, and once you fill out that application, Don's going to let you know if you can get a better deal. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you can trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep Grand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee L, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1031. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Help keep our communities safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
I will take stressful situations for 500. This is one of the most stressful things you do. That is selling a quality pre-owned vehicle. That is correct. Autobuy pays the max for quality pre-owned cars, trucks and SUVs, even boats and motorcycles. Go to WePayTheMax.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
At Simply Safe, our 24/7 lifeguard protection helps stop crime in real time. Because during a break-in, every second counts. And these days, every dollar counts. Right now, get 45% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. It's U.S. News and World Report's best home security of 2023. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. BANK. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
The show that
Well, it's a bad day for a band that Sabrina loves, and I have never liked in my life. They are not a band that I'm big on, but they're not having a great day either. And I'm kind of wondering why. Any guesses as to who the band is, Sabrina, when I say that? You love them, and I am not a fan. You love them, and I am not a fan.
God. Are they old school, or they still have some top 40s?
No, they don't have any current hits or anything. I would say that they're older school, and it's
rock?
I think I would say rock.
And I like them, and you don't.
Yeah. Yep.
God,
you're a big fan.
The White Stripes.
No, older than that. You got to go older than that. I'm talking like in the 80s, I think was when they were in their prime.
ABBA?
No, kind of close to that, though. There's a guy.
I'm lost here.
The guy who sings for them is the one whose voice in particular that gets to me. If you see a faded sign on the side of the road.
Oh, you love Whitesnake.
No.
I got nothing, man.
The B-52s.
Oh, the B-52s.
That's Love Shack.
Well, the way you said it didn't sound right. If you said it in his voice, then I wouldn't recognize.
The B-52s are a huge band. Huge band.
You like the
acknowledge
B-52s?
that. No, it's not my style. I'm not into it. Mo, you like the B-52s?
Not particularly.
Wow.
You either love them or hate them, I think, right? Like,
I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. If they played it at a sporting event, I'd be like, yeah, fine. But I've never put them on.
When I say like, I mean either you're going to purposely put the song on or you're going to go to the concert. And I'm not going to a B-52s concert. I know a lot of people would, and there's big fans, but...
What's the last concert you went to?
Oh, God.
Grandson.
It might have been grandson. She might be right. It might have been grandson. That was the one where I looked around and I go, oh, my God, I'm the oldest person here.
Your granddad.
I was granddad and grandson. And I went over to the bar and I was like, wow, this is nice. There's no line for the bar. And then I realized it's because nobody's old enough to drink.
Hey, mister, can you move? I need a water.
The bartender's like, oh, thank God. There's one of you here.
I know if someone can tip me.
So the B-52s were supposed to be performing at this big state dinner this week, but they canceled them. And I couldn't find out exactly why, right? So the B-52s get canceled is a state dinner for Australia's prime minister. And they reference the fact that with what's going on in the Middle East, in Israel and Hamas and the war that's going on there in Gaza, they said that they thought it would be inappropriate to have the B-52s. And instead, they were going to have just some instrumental stuff from the Marine Band that would be playing at this event. To throw them a bone.
Polar opposite of B-52s.
They said that the B-52s would attend as guests. So they're going to be able to eat and hang out with everybody.
That wouldn't be fun to be sitting right behind the main chick from B-52s with that beehive hair.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
She still got that these days?
She does.
She's still rocking that?
I saw her, and she had like a solo thing going on, and she came to Orlando not too long ago, and it was a good time. Very good time.
See, which says B-52s are still a huge band? I would say so, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's a big band. They got a lot of hits and stuff. Are they contemporary? So speaking like of contemporary music? No, they're not like, popular at the moment, but they have a lot of hits that they could play that would draw in a big audience. And I couldn't find out if it was because the band name is offensive with a war going on, B-52s like B-52 bombers, or you just can't rock lobster when there's bombs dropping somewhere around the world. Ooh. But that doesn't make sense because if that was the case, they would never be able to play a concert. There's always a war going on somewhere. Like there's always some place where people are killing other people. Right now, in particular, they said they couldn't do it.
It's just like too upbeat. They want something a little bit more solemn.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Not somber enough with the Love Shack.
They should do like an acoustic version of those songs.
Yeah, they could. I think that might be a different option.
B-52s unplugged.
They said, we can't do this. It's inappropriate when so many people are facing sorrow and pain. That's First Lady Jill Biden talking about this. And they said, nurturing our partnerships and relationships with our allies is critically important, especially in these tumultuous times. Food is comforting, resting, and healing, and we hope this is a dinner that provides that. Members of the B-52s will be guests at the dinner instead of performing. Unfortunately, no Love Shack will be had at this event. And
maybe next year when there's not a war.
All Day Yucker says, I don't listen to Bombs Over Baghdad because I'm offended. I still listen to it.
That's a good song.
That is a good song. I like that one, War or No War. I don't quite understand the canceling of them, but here we are. We're going to go to your dispatches in just a moment. But Moses, you're an attorney. You might be able to help me out with this.
Probably not.
There's a woman in South Florida who got arrested and charged. Let me see if I can bring this up for those people on the stream. And I didn't know that you couldn't do this, but she's proving that you can't. She got arrested and charged for having a car that she had a makeover on her vehicle. And let me see. I'm going to bring this up here. So she said she fell in love with a certain color scheme and decided to paint her car that way because she just absolutely loved it. And the color scheme is this right here. It is the same exact color scheme as the Florida Highway Patrol. And it doesn't say that she's Florida Highway Patrol. It says FSO guard on the side. And it has like that rammer thing that you see on the front of like a Highway Patrol office.
Lights on the top.
And it does have lights on the top, but the lights are not like the red and blue ones. And she got arrested for her car looking too much like a police car. I did not know that was a thing. How do they tell if you're too close or like if you're impersonating a police officer?
Well, I mean, there's certain things you can and cannot have. Like you mentioned the red lights or the blue lights. Obviously, those are not allowed. But the question is, what was she doing with the vehicle? Because impersonating a police officer can be a number of different things. So even though it may not say police officer on it may say FS whatever guard it was.
Yeah.
If she was using it as law enforcement, then that's obviously violating the law.
Yeah, I could see that. If she was trying to pull people over, like we all would get that made sense.
Right.
It says she later told troopers that she contacted a mechanic at a body shop in Hollywood to install the blue and white light bar system. So it's blue and white lights on there.
So I don't think you can have blue lights, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
So that may be one issue.
Usually, if somebody has that, it's just like a yellow or,
It's got to be yellow
orange.
or amber, yeah.
Yeah. It's at a nearby wrap business. She asked for her car to be black and tan because she had previously seen these patrol vehicles and fell in love with the color scheme.
I mean,
she's kind of
that has to be a lie, or she is dumb.
Yeah, she's kind of downplaying it. Like she clearly wanted her car to look like a police vehicle, and
I think your
then
uniforms are so cute.
they pulled her over for doing so. It says she was arrested for operating a motor vehicle without registration, imitation on a highway patrol marked unit, and misuse of a dealer license plate. She was transported to wherever, it doesn't matter. Then she signed a charging document and a notice to appear.
It looks exactly like a cop car.
It does.
That picture looks like they pulled themselves over.
Yeah, it does. When you see the actual cop car behind the woman's car, it looks like they pulled themselves over. And she really does have a lot of things that would make the average person in a quick glance think that this was the Florida Highway Patrol car.
When you see like people who drive old cop cars that were clearly bought at auction and they've tried to scrape off the side of it, you'll still find yourself slowing down, thinking it's a cop next to you.
But that's legal? That's fine?
As long as you don't have anything that's prohibited. If you buy an old cop car and then start adding things that are prohibited, typically the lights, then you can get into some issues. But we had that guy locally here who got into all sorts of trouble with Orlando Police Department, Orange County Sheriff's Office, who ran that funeral escort business. But he made all the cars look like police cars, and he was pulling people over.
And he wore like full gear as if he was a cop.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had like motorcycle units and all sorts of stuff.
So embarrassing.
But how is it not getting real close to that if you look at a lot of like security officers? They'll have a badge and have other things that it makes it look like they're a cop, but they're not a police officer.
Right, they're not identifying as a police officer, and their vehicles don't have the red and blue lights on them. If you go through the statute, it says exactly what you can and cannot
really?
do.
It's like right down to the letter.
Yeah, so you can have yellow lights, but you can't have red or blue lights. This car had blue lights, so they arrested her for it.
She had everything. It was clear what she was doing here. I mean, she cannot possibly be this dumb. I'm going to put this up on See It Now on the newsjunkie.com so you can take a look at it yourself and see what this lady was up to, because it's very interesting how close she got here. We also want to remind you, don't forget, you can go over to the newsjunkie.com and get the link for the latest design drop, the shirt, which is the Fickle Beast X-Ray, is up there for you right now. You can get that, and it's limited, very, very limited, because I think we're almost 50. I think we're over 50% sold out, actually, on the shirt right now. So the shirt and the hoodie options are up there at getskywall.com, getskywall.com. All right, let's see what we got here for a couple of dispatches real quick. Don't forget, Fritz on the Street is on the way.
Yeah, bitches.
And what are we doing today for Fritz on the Street? Are we doing just exhibition style?
I think that Josh should play for Sea Lion.
I mean,
are you you think I'm going to do badly?
I think you should play for Sea Lion. That's it.
It could go either way. It could go either way. But here's Sea Lion's so far ahead of us. It would be nice for us to get an opportunity.
That was kind of.
So you think I'm going to do badly?
I don't know if you're going to do bad or great.
This guy called me dumb to my face and said no.
I'm not saying that. Did you participate in the panel on Fritz on the Street?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
All right.
He
so
refused, from what I understand, because he wanted to play.
All right. You're on the clear on that. And then it's just a matter of whether or not it counts or not.
It might be up to Fritz.
Yeah, we'll have to run this by Fritz. Fritz will know the correct answer to this. Here's Spruce Rivers with the dispatch. Hello.
What's up, junkies?
Hey.
I just want to say thank you at first for getting me through the workday, keeping me entertained. And Sean, second of all, you are missing out on a great costume opportunity. All you need is some yellow paint, a red shirt. You strip down, paint your whole body yellow, put that red shirt on, get you a little jar that says honey on it, and you be a dead ringer for the end of the Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
What an asshole.
I thought he was going The Simpsons.
I didn't know where he was headed until you got the jar of the honey in there. Then it became very clear.
Bother.
I've already got my costume.
Okay. Is that
I've
a T-shirt?
No,
I
it's
swear
not
to God, Sean, if you don't dress up or you're like, this is a costume and it's not, I'm going to be very upset.
I have what I consider to be a full costume. I think you'll agree, and I think it's good. I think it's a good one, but we'll decide on Halloween if everybody else agrees with that. Are we on Halloween?
Yes.
Are we,
It's a Tuesday.
So we'll do it actually on Halloween, and it'll be a fun day for those of you who are watching over on YouTube and Twitch. Those of you on the radio will not be able to see our costumes because of technology limitations.
But we will describe them perfectly.
Yeah, we'll bring it to you some other way. We'll put it on See It Now. Here's Guitar
I'm glad you explained that.
You'll see your favorite car at the side of the road that says 15 miles to Liza.
Close, sir.
That was it.
But not quite as good as the B-52s would have done it. One more real quick. Here's Flynn Bryan with the dispatch.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Happy today. I was listening to some secret shows this morning, getting ready for the real show, and was on show 103, where there is a lot of dad talk about C-Lane and the possibility of him becoming a dad.
Really?
But also a conversation about something that was said on the real show that day when the original secret show aired, where C-Lane mentioned that he wondered if people left the umbilical cord attached to the baby for a couple days to see if it was a dud. So ironically, with today being the day and me listening to that show this morning, I have to ask, is he going to do that for a couple days just to make sure it's a good one? Just kidding. Hopefully everything goes really well for him today. I have 5, 3 boys, 2 girls. I'm the guy that actually had to rush to the hospital for the emergency C-section, dispatched about a while back. I did make it, was there, and have a beautiful family myself, and hope the same for him.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah, we're wishing him and his wife the best today because we don't know if it's going to be today, but there was a scheduled, everything was scheduled for today, I guess you could say. So C-Lane could be a dad today, or maybe it's tomorrow. You never know. You don't want to rush these things. We just want it to be as safe as possible for everybody involved. Okay, when we come back, we'll get into the next episode. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? 90s nostalgia has been personified with the recent marriage of 2 fruits of 90s loin. There's a reward for any information on the location of a U-Haul filled with stolen Persian puppets. No word if they all turned into real boys. Plus, I regret that one.
It's already out there.
We bid a duty to the shaft that pleased that booty. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Ian Cassette with your Central Florida forecast. Warm and breezy again this afternoon with winds out of the northeast. We could see an isolated shower or two, but better rain chances will be near the coast with a high of 85 degrees. This evening and overnight, mild, a little around 69 degrees. As we finish off the week, a high of 83 degrees and still breezy on Thursday. And Friday, a high of 83 degrees and a mix of sun and clouds. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Ian Cassette.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare. HCA Florida Mount Dora Emergency, located near the intersection of U.S. Highway 441 and Eudora Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Listen up. This is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Stella Artois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Wilson in Celebration inside the Melia Celebration Hotel this Friday, October 26th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
To everyone who appreciates a fresh meal that comes from the heart, let our team member Emma tell you what's special about the Culver's Way.
We take great tasting burgers seriously in Wisconsin. Favorite recipes, fresh ingredients, real Wisconsin cheese. It's a place where traditions matter. So of course it's where Culver's Butter Burger was born. Fresh, never frozen beef, seared to perfection, then topped with a lightly buttered toasted bun.
What can we say? To us, it's a whole lot more than a burger. It's a taste of home.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious. To everyone who craves a rich and creamy hometown treat, let our team member Nevaeh tell you how we do it at Culver's.
Every scoop of Culver's fresh frozen custard is made in small batches throughout the day. Because where we come from, the little things make a big difference. Like bringing back a seasonal favorite. Our salted caramel pumpkin concrete mixer and pumpkin spice shake are back for a limited time. Handcrafted with farm fresh dairy and real pureed pumpkin just for you. So it's the best part of your day.
And we mean the best. From
Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
It happens every day. Regular people are winning every single day. Whether it's $500 or $50,000, anybody can win. Because when they win, I feel like I'm winning.
Hi, my name is Kong. I won over $100,000 playing Baccarat. You can pick banker or player. If you pick the right side, the odds in your favor.
My name is Janelle, and I won a brand new BMW. I screamed, I hollered.
Anybody could win at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Must be 21 to play slots or table games. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza. It's freshly made, tastes great, and you can get it late. Right now, there's a $0 delivery fee when you order Wawa Pizza at Wawa.com or on the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
Check the mail for Valpak and you could be an instant winner. That's right, tucked in with those coupons is your chance to win big. From cash and gift cards to attraction and concert tickets, every month is something new with prizes for the whole family. Go ahead, open that blue envelope of savings to see if you won. Because with Valpak Instant Win, there's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
Find us on Threads at Real Radio 1041, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. I just looked over at Twitter and the Twitter app, and it said audio and video calls have now arrived on Twitter. Go adjust your settings. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I want. All the people on Twitter to be able to call my phone and have video calls from me.
That's why, I mean, when Facebook started allowing that, I had to turn all the notifications off. And because of that, I am terrible at Facebook Messenger. I will go and like, oh, God, I should have answered this 3 weeks ago.
I know.
But then I see the missed call from some random dude in DeLand, Florida, who felt the need to call me.
And you were going to have a really interesting conversation with him, I'm sure. Like, I don't know why people think that.
What if he's like, hey, I have $1 million for you,
okay.
tax-free?
That person can call me. I'll take it. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm not going to spend my life being a color.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. And whether you're refinancing or buying your first dream home, maybe some debt consolidation, work with the man, the legend, part of the Real Radio family, and your friend by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
It was 21 years ago on this day, 2002. This gal right here.
Aretha Franklin.
That is correct.
That's right. Hey, Fritz.
Hey, what up?
Yeah, Fritz is there.
Hi.
Where even
Can't
are
see him
you?
just yet.
I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
His camera will pop up any second now. I know it. Unlike Aretha's house that burned to the ground on this day, Aretha Franklin's mansion near Detroit burned down in a fire that was later determined to be arson.
Oh,
yeah.
Gloria Gaynor is one of the suspects.
No.
No, that was a lie.
No.
And she's really nice, and I love her music, and I just remembered that there's a connection to Orlando. So, huge fan. Love you, Gloria. Anyways, we must bid adieu to Shaft number 1. He has passed away. You know him. You love him. And that is Richard Roundtree, or Dick Roundtree as we called him. Trailblazing actor who starred as the ultra-smooth private detective in several Shaft time.
John Shaft.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys watch Shaft?
No.
There's a new one out now with Samuel L. Jackson and his son, Shaft Jr.
I never saw the original film, but I had this soundtrack from Stax Records, and I would listen to it when I would study.
I feel like that record
That's really
would be...
cool, Fritz.
Yeah, thank you.
Little tidbit about me, you know?
That'll be in trivia later. So Roundtree's longtime manager, Patrick McKinn, said the actor had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and died at his home over the week. He was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1993 and underwent a double mastectomy.
Damn.
Yeah, kind of rare. 81 years old. He was considered the first black action hero, became one of the leading actors in blaxploitation genre, through the New York street smart John Shaft character. In the film, his character navigated the world of thugs, they say. Mm-hmm. He regularly whipped out popular one-liners like, "It's my duty to please that booty."
Banger.
I like it.
What we were doing was good. Old Saturday afternoon, shoot 'em up, Roundtree said in a 2000 interview to the Associated Press. And, of course, he passed the shaft to Samuel L. Jackson, who has, of course, sang his praises. He called Roundtree the prototype and the best to ever do it in a social media post. And amongst the 50-plus year career, he's also starred in Maniac Cop. He was in Seven, the one with
he was
What's in the
Maniac Cop.
Box?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Seven. All right, so I've
Gwyneth
seen that
Paltrow's
one.
Head. Also in
Spoiler
Roots,
alert.
The Love Boat, Magnum P.I., and in 1995 he got.
So he was really big in the 80s then. If he was
Big
in
time.
Love Boat, Magnum P.I., those are big in the 80s.
Yeah, and so big that he received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the MTV Movie and TV Awards.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So may he rest in peace. As we ride this nostalgia train, this one's going to it's like life imitating art. If the art was 90s flashbacks, And we have a big congratulations because, someone's married now off the market.
Who?
We have Riley Hawk, son of Tony Hawk, who married Frances Bean Cobain, of course, daughter of Kurt
Cobain, yeah. That's crazy.
Yes, the joining of the House Hawk and Cobain.
And guess who performed the ceremony? It was
Dee Snider.
Michael Stipe from REM.
Right, yeah, the frontman from REM.
Cool.
He's actually Frances's godfather, and her godmother is, it's complete circle, Drew Barrymore.
Oh, is it really?
What?
90s crazy. No word on the ceremony, if there were guests or how many people were there, even if Courtney Love was there, because that's also her kid.
You remember, she was married before, Frances Bean Cobain, and
her second marriage.
We talked about her first marriage because after they got a divorce, they were fighting over one of Kurt Cobain's guitars.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
And the guy was really, really trying to get the guitar, and I'm like, this is her dad's guitar, you weirdo.
Yeah, her dead dad.
Her dead dad's guitar, and you're trying to take that.
I think he ended up getting it.
Did he?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It was part of the split. So I wish them both good luck and hide those guitars just in case. I haven't been married once, and she's already married
God,
twice.
You're right. She did lose the guitar in the divorce case. My
man.
God.
Another headline about Taylor Swift, and now we have someone who we've been waiting to make a comment on it. And, of course, Twitter world, I'm talking about
Turn on the juice.
O.J.
Simpson.
Now, the former NFL star, he recently appeared on Cameron and Mace's talk show, which is news to me.
What?
Yeah, it's called It Is What It Is, and they talk about the latest in sports while discussing Sunday night's Kansas City Chiefs game between them and the San Diego Chargers. There was a moment that's gone viral. It was Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes, of course, the wife of whom, Sean?
Patrick Mahomes?
That is correct. Points for you.
Nice.
Sports card kept. And they had a chest bump moment that someone caught on camera, and they're like, Taylor's such a sports fan now. They chest bump. Well, Cameron shared his thoughts on the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce relationship. OJ was asked if he caught the cute moment when they had the whole booby bump there after a touchdown was scored. And he said, he did, and it made him horny.
What?
Oh, did you see where Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift chest bump?
Wow, what a great host.
What did you think of that?
I didn't know who the other girl was, but hey, I thought it was interesting. Just like you, I would think the same thing you was thinking.
The other girl was Mahomes' wife, by the way.
So what he's about to say a phrase I've never heard of before, and so I'll let him say it, and you tell me if you've heard it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
The molars was hitting each other, a little turn on.
Little turn on.
My molars were hitting each other. It was a little turn on.
I thought he said my boulders were hitting each other.
At first, I thought boners, and I'm like, you have two penises?
That would be a real bombshell story if they said O.J. Simpson has two penises. This is just now coming out.
Yeah, a lot of juice. Anyways, molars, they were hitting each other, and then he said in his crappy microphone, because despite all the money he has, can't get a proper microphone for this big podcast that his molars...
Was he like in studio with him, or he was just like,
No,
it was
it
like
was
a
over.
Zoom thing?
Yeah.
Sounded like he was in the shed 2 houses over.
Yeah, it didn't sound great.
But there you have it. O.J. Simpson turned on by the chest bump of Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes' wife. Cher, you know her, you love her.
Yeah.
And so does her boyfriend that is so much younger than her.
She's still dating that guy?
Yeah, 37-year-old boyfriend Alexander A.E. Edwards, and she's 77 years old.
Woo!
And you probably wouldn't see this coming, but it turns out that Alexander does not understand her pop culture references. What?
Very shocking, considering the 40-year age gap between the two of them.
They talk about everything, and they just get each other, they say, but... Cher says, sometimes I'm talking to him and he has no idea who I'm talking about. The other day I said, do you know who? I don't know. Clark Gable? And someone said, yes, of course. But then most of my references, he'll look at me and go, I wasn't born yet.
Uh-huh.
So love is love.
How
is
many
love.
times does that happen before you go, hey, this ain't gonna work. No. We're just having a hard time communicating with each other.
I've never dated someone that's like that much younger than me. I dated someone that was much older than me, and it was a fun game to be like, I was 3 when you were halfway through college and taking an acid trip to watch Pearl Jam.
Yeah, that's a big gap right there.
This has also been a big gap, but one of my favorite clips of the week, and I hope I can use this soundbite forever and ever and ever. But this gal right here, Brittany is right, and thank you for recognizing Overprotected, one of her underestimated hits.
Oh, come
on. I've never heard this before.
Overprotected, underestimated.
Oh,
That's
Britney
what I always
Spears.
say.
Yep.
In the new book that has now come out, she claims that there's one major difference between NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and it is the fact that NSYNC tried too hard to fit in with black artists.
Oh, do you have the audio of this?
I have the audio, and it is Chef's Kiss.
She's really on a roll right now.
This is Michelle Williams reading an excerpt about one time her and JT were walking through the streets of New York.
She's reading Britney Spears' audiobook. Yeah,
They were white boys, but they loved hip-hop. To me, that's what separated them from the Backstreet Boys, who seemed very consciously to position themselves as a white group. NSYNC hung out with black artists. Sometimes I thought they tried too hard to fit in. One day, Jay and I were in New York, going to parts of town I'd never been to before. Walking our way was a guy with a huge blinged-out medallion. He was flanked by 2 giant security guards. Jay got all excited and said so loud, "Oh yeah, faux shiz, Genuine. What's up, homie?" After Genuine walked away, Felicia did an impression of Jay. "Oh yeah, faux shiz, Genuine." Jay wasn't even embarrassed.
She did a good job reading
very
that.
Embarrassed. She also claimed the former assistant Felicia Culado mocked Timberlake's lingo, and then he responded by saying, "Okay, well, F you." I guess this was the trip where he got his first necklace, a big T for Timberlake, and everything downhill from there. I'm going to make this my ringtone for sure.
"Oh yeah, faux shiz, Genuine. What's up, homie?"
What's up, homie? On the Boom Tube. Also, don't forget, we have the Real Radio Halloween Comedy Gambling Cruise. It's going to be this weekend, and be sure to get your tickets, realradio.fm/victory. They're going to go soon, and you're going to miss out on a great time. Celebrity Jeopardy on ABC, The Masked Singer on Fox, the 39th season premiere of The Challenge on MTV, as well as Cameron Diaz and Guy Raz on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
Faux shiz. When we come
See you later if you're listening.
Fritz on the Street is coming up next. And if you want us to represent you, that's how you get your hands on the very rare, ultra rare Fritz magnet for Game of Magnets. Now's the time to get our attention. We will each pick somebody to represent Fritz on the Street. And if we win, you win. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic
is just minutes away. And brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heading through the city, you could expect your regular delays on I-4 between Colonial Drive and Robinson Street, slowdowns eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Around the perimeter of I-4, traffic is up to speed on 429 in the Greenway. Authorities are clearing up an accident causing delays eastbound and westbound on State Road 46 at Monroe Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer. Seems like COVID's everywhere again, but there's good news from Pfizer. This season's updated COVID-19 shots are now available for ages 6 months and up, and they're designed to better protect against recent variants. Ask your pharmacist or doctor and schedule at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
They said it couldn't be done. I think they meant shouldn't be done. Fort Fritz returns, an hour-long special. Get spooky at 9 p.m. Halloween night on Real Radio 104.1.
13 Days of Halloween Penance, Season 4 of the award-winning horror fiction podcast presented in immersive 3D audio.
If I am under arrest, you have to tell me what I'm charged with.
Starring Natalie Morales of Parks and Recreation and Dead to Me.
Please, there's been some kind of mistake. I'm not supposed to be here.
How do you know?
I'm innocent.
Are any of us truly innocent?
Premiering October 19th, ending Halloween. Listen to 13 Days of Halloween on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight.
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in the U.S. with survival rate about 10% or less. Russ Rollins here. In honor of Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month, I'm setting a personal goal. I want to send 1,000 Monster listeners for a free heart scan with a minimum requirement valued at $699. I want you guys all to be safe and healthy, and I want my listeners to get in and get this scan. I did it, and I got to tell you, I'm so glad that I did. You have an opportunity to get a heart scan and a full body scan for cancer. What is Life Imaging FLA? Well, FDA-approved, state-of-the-art, low-dose radiation CT scan. Early detection saves lives. You know, 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. Man, wouldn't you rather know today instead of worry about tomorrow? While you're there, ask about their cancer screening. It's better to know now than to wait till it's too late. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements valued at $699 now. From your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
For 60 years, our team of trusted, reliable plumbers has been here to help you with all your plumbing needs. Right now, unclogging any drain is $93 or it's free. That's $93 or free.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Fritz on the street. In just a moment, the greatest game in all of radio. And by now you probably know, but just in case you don't, here's how it works with Fritz on the street. We all play the game against each other. Things get very competitive and heated, and we yell at each other. And we represent you along the way. And if we win, you win. And it's the only way you can get your hands on this Fritz magnet. Very, very ultra rare magnet that you only get if we win while representing you on Fritz on the street. I just remember at the last minute that I told the dirt bike guy who drove up to me when we were walking around the neighborhood that I would represent him. So I am representing dirt bike guy. I don't remember his name or anything.
How are you going to track that man down?
I'm not sure, Fritz. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but I got dirt bike guy. Who do you got, Sabrina?
I got Brian, who reached out to me via Instagram at Sabrina.
Brian on Instagram. What about you, Josh?
I have Waterboys who Facebook messaged me.
Okay, Waterboys on Facebook. That gets us all set up and ready to go. Mo will be playing referee and Fritz on the street here today.
That makes sense.
Oh, boy.
All right. Are you ready, Fritz?
Yes.
Oh, one thing we have to discuss real quick. Is this counting for the record? Is Josh a sit-in for C-Lane for these baby days he's taking off, or is this just fun?
Yeah, so Josh will be inheriting 358 points, and he is currently in first place.
Yes.
Nice.
It feels good to be on top.
Here we go. Let's do Fritz on the street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the street.
Hello, Sabrina. Hello, C-Lane/Josh, and hello, Sean.
Hey, Fritz.
Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
There he is.
866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO.
Is there more pressure doing the live read for him when he's in the studio?
No, because he technically isn't here where I am.
Right.
Face him head on?
No.
He can only assault us in the room.
Yeah. In first place with 358 points, Josh Fowler.
Yeah, look at me go.
In second place with 334 points, Sean Wasson.
Yeah.
And in third place with 330 points, Sabrina Ambra.
Okay.
So it's 358, 334, and 330. Josh, it's really your game to lose at this point, and you have to keep this up.
I would say so.
Yep, for the next 2 months. We have
What?
8. Yep, for the next 2 months. We have 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. Did I say 8 months? I meant 2. Yeah, 2 months.
Oh, he's only gone for 2 weeks.
Well,
I'll see you guys at Christmas.
there you go. So if you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point if you think you know the answer.
Now, were these not done at Cavo's?
That is correct, because the Phillies had Game 7 of the playoffs last night. So trivia was foregone. And next week is Halloween, so we will be doing some phoners for that as well. So I have 10 participants. Of course, 8 only were picked for each question.
Let's do this.
Is everyone in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. Question number 1. Recently, an off-duty pilot was arrested.
Sabrina. United.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Sean?
Alaska Airlines.
Alaska is correct.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Full question. Recently, an off-duty pilot was arrested for allegedly trying to shut down the engines mid-flight on which airlines carrier? Sean, you are correct. Alaska Air. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Alaska Airlines?
4.
4.
3.
3 for Sabrina.
God. 2.
And 2
Whoa.
for Josh.
I think that was stupid.
Question number 1.
blow it.
Question number 1 with answers of 2, 3, and 4. Recently, an off-duty pilot was arrested for allegedly trying to shut down the engines mid-flight on which airlines carrier?
United Airlines.
Spirit. Oh, Alaska.
Alaskan Airlines, right?
Alaskan Airlines.
Alaskan Air.
Alaska Air.
United.
That would be 5.
Damn.
So, Sean, with you guys of 4, picking up 1 point.
All right, I'll take it. Boo.
We move on.
Boo in the middle of the game? What are you doing?
Right after question 1. Moving on to question 2, it's about mountains. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia? Sabrina.
That'd be one of my favorite ranges of mountains, and that's the Asian Mountains.
That is incorrect.
Josh.
Josh?
Himalayans.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Man.
Good luck.
Can you repeat the question?
You know I can, my man. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia?
Sean.
You're looking at that chat, aren't you?
No, I'm not. God, is it like the Caucasus Mountains?
That would be the Ural Mountains.
Okay, I don't even know if I think exists.
You're thinking couscous.
Mine wasn't a thing.
Sean, you got question 1 right, so we will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Ural Mountains?
1.
1.
2.
2 for Sabrina.
0.
And a goose egg for Josh. Question number 2. With answers of 0, 1, and 2. Which mountain range separates Europe from Asia?
Ural Mountains?
I will take a hint.
Ural.
I'm drawing a blank, dude. I'm so sorry.
Alps.
The Andes. God, I was thinking that word. Okay. Ural Mountains?
Adirondack?
That would be 3. So
Adirondack?
Sabrina, with a guess of 2, picking up 1 point.
Okay.
We've got some smarts today.
Question 3.
Yes, I agree.
Question 3. On Tuesday morning, at least 7 died in a massive car pileup.
Sabrina. Oh, man, I had just seen it, and that was in Pennsylvania?
That is incorrect. Josh.
New Orleans.
That is incorrect.
Louisiana,
Sabrina.
United States.
That is incorrect.
Sean.
Louisiana?
That is correct.
Yeah! Stolen!
Full question. On Tuesday morning, at least 7 died in a massive car pileup due to fog in which
Did you
US
see the
states-
video of that crash?
It's insane.
It looks
Yeah.
like Last of Us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks fake. There's so many cars. Did you see this at all, Mike?
Oh, yeah, I saw some video.
Unbelievable. Like the aerial footage of all of the cars that ended up crashing together. How many cars did you say total, Fritz?
Well, 7 died. I don't know how many cars.
I thought it was like 100.
I thought it was over 100 in a tanker truck, which you have to remove.
Jesus, what a mess.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Louisiana?
3.
3.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for Josh. Question 3 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Come on, 3.
Ding. On Tuesday morning, at least 7 died in a massive car pileup due to fog in which U.S. state?
California.
Louisiana. Louisiana.
California. Oh, Louisiana? Texas? Pass.
No more.
Don't know.
Louisiana.
Damn it!
That would be 4. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points on that one. Sean and Josh with your guess of 3 and 5 picking up 1 point each.
All right.
We move on to question 4. That's the halfway point on Fritz on the Street. After question 4, I'll tell you who so far is leading on the day. Question 4. In the human body, where is the medulla oblongata? Sean.
In your head?
That is correct. Yeah, the brain, the head.
Okay.
In your head.
Where's the medulla oblongata?
What was that for?
Some snark.
Only reason I know is because of the Waterboy movie.
Because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
That's the only reason I know that.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the brain?
6.
6.
7.
7 for Sabrina.
God dang it.
Josh.
5.
And 5 for Josh. Question 4, with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right.
Who knows the medulla? In the human body, where is the medulla oblongata located?
In the brain?
In the brain.
In the brain.
In the brain. I believe it would be in the brain.
Your brain. Your butt?
That's great. Sean, so 6 is the correct answer.
Your butt.
Sean.
Worth a shot, though.
Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one, and Sabrina and Josh with their guesses of 7 and 5, each picking up 1 point. That means through 4 with 4 remaining, in first place with 7 points, we have Sean Wasson / Random Dirt Bike Guy. In second place with 4 points, Sabrina Ambra / Brian. And in third place with 2 points, Josh Fowler / Waterboys.
Yeah.
Moving on to question 5. You're doing something. Question 5. Tens of thousands of women, including the Prime Minister. Sean.
Ireland.
That is incorrect.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Tens of thousands of women, including the Prime Minister, had a one-day strike to protest gender pay inequality in which country?
Damn it, man. Wrong eye.
Yeah. That's, of course, in Sabrina.
Sabrina?
Right.
Josh. I guess Josh said it first.
He went, Josh.
Yeah, but then you come in after and go, Sabrina.
Because go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Iceland.
That is correct. Yeah, it's Iceland. I think you were going to say Iran anyway, right?
No, I ran to say the right
answer. Josh, that is correct. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Iceland?
Can I hear the question one more time, please?
You got it. Tens of thousands of women, including the Prime Minister, had a one-day strike to protest gender pay inequality in which country?
Oh, that's going to be 2, sir.
2 for Josh.
3.
3 for Sean.
4.
And 4 for Sabrina. Question 5 with answers of 2, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows the protest? Tens of thousands of women, including the Prime Minister, had a one-day strike to protest gender pay inequality in which country?
Iceland?
Pass.
New Zealand.
England?
Iceland.
I don't actually know that one. Iceland?
Germany.
That would be 3, so Sean is picking up 2 points.
Yes,
and
that's fine.
Sabrina and Josh with the guesses of 4 and 2, picking up 1 point each. Moving on to question 6, with 3 remaining. What American fashion designer founded the Polo clothing line?
Sabrina. That, of course, Ralph Lauren?
That is correct.
Oh,
nice.
What?
I thought the guy's last name was Polo. I had no idea. I never would have guessed it.
Guillermo Polo.
I never would have gotten
Polo.
that.
Tommy Polo. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren?
I will go with 7.
7.
Wow. 5.
5 for Sean.
Thread the needle at 6.
6 for Josh. Question 6 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, they know their fashion. What American fashion designer founded the Polo clothing line?
Ralph Lauren.
You're asking me a fashion question? It's not Ralph Lauren, is it?
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Yes!
That would be 7. So Sabrina's picking up a 3-pointer on that one.
Nice.
And
Kobe.
Josh with your guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
Yeah, nailed it.
After question 6, of course, is question 7. Which university issued an apology after an image of... Sabrina?
Ohio State.
That's incorrect.
Josh. Michigan State.
Michigan State is correct. Full question. Which university issued an apology after an image of Hitler was projected before a football game on
9.
Saturday? Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Michigan State?
4.
4.
5.
5 for Sabrina.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question 7 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, boy.
Who's picking up 2 points? Which university issued an apology after an image of Hitler was projected before a football game on Saturday?
Damn, one of those flyover states. Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Damn.
Michigan State.
Alabama.
That would be Michigan State.
The University of Michigan.
Ohio State? I have no idea.
I hadn't
What
heard
was
that one. I don't know.
Come on.
That would be 4. So
Yes.
Josh is picking up a 3-pointer on that one. And Sabrina with your guess of
LeBron.
5, picking up 1 point. And Sean with a guess of 3, also picking up 1 point. Those were wind chimes.
Oh, is that what that was?
They were pretty.
Thank you. We have one question remaining, but let's go through the scoreboard first. In first place with 10 points, that would be Sean Wasson.
Yeah.
/ dirty bike guy, dirt bike guy.
Dirty bike guy.
Yeah, Daddy.
Dirt bike guy. In second place with 9 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Brian. And in third place with 8 points, we have Josh
Dang.
Fowler / Water Boys. One question remaining.
Oh,
and
boy.
it's about capitals. What is the capital of Wisconsin?
Sabrina. Milwaukee.
That is incorrect.
Josh.
Damn it.
Josh.
Madison.
Madison is correct. Josh. Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Madison?
Oh, 5.
5.
6.
6 for Sabrina.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 8.
Really getting crazy with our guesses, guys.
This is
wild.
This is for the game.
Unhinged.
With answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. It's picking it up. What is the capital of Wisconsin?
Who cares?
Madison. Madison.
Madison.
Milwaukee. Madison, I believe.
Wisconsin doesn't have cities. Cheese, Wisconsin. That's it.
Green Bay?
That would be 4.
Green Bay?
That
That was weird. And the one person said, Wisconsin doesn't have cities.
Yeah.
Just like very
That's
flatly.
Sean is picking up 2 points with your guess of 4, and Josh with your guess of 5 picking up 1 point. That means leading and winning on the day with 12 points. Sean Wasson / Dirt Bike Guy. Congratulations if you're out there listening. In second place with 10 points, Josh Fowler / Water Boys.
What the heck?
Oh,
And
boy.
in third place with 9 points, Sabrina Ambra / Brian. That means in first place and still leading with 368 points, Josh Fowler. In second
Feels
place
good.
with 346 points, Sean Wasson. And in third place with 339 points, Sabrina Ambra. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Hey, congrats.
Appreciate you.
You did see Lane proud, Josh.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
did.
so.
You did. You know, Dirty Bike Guy, email me, and you can get the Fritz magnet that you've now won. You've got many names now on the show. None of them is your actual name, unfortunately, for you. But email tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and we'll get you all set up with the Fritz magnet, which is very highly coveted and hard to get. You may be able to win next week on the show. Fritz, you going to hang out with us for a bit?
Hell yeah.
Woohoo.
Awesome. All right, we got Fritz. We got Moses DeWitt to talk to when we come back. We got a lot of things going on a Wednesday. Plus, a person had a big issue with their dog for the strangest of reasons. Wait until I fill in the blanks on this one. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You have a good turtleneck head. I do not think I have a good turtleneck head. Jack has an okay turtleneck head.
But Jim in one would look like a roll-on deodorant.
How dare you, sir?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, expect delays eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. Slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Congestion through the city between Colonial Drive and Robinson Street. And slowdowns due to an accident eastbound and westbound on State Road 46 at Monroe Road. Traveling on Colonial Drive, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit BlueStreamFiber.com/radio to find out more.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
If your property has been damaged in a storm, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Fall is here, and with cooler weather on the horizon, you got to make sure to stop by Tools Ace Hardware to get everything you need to entertain your family outdoors, whether it's a new grill, fire pit, or patio furniture. Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware has the best brands in grills: Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, and Traeger, and they're also carrying pizza ovens from Uni, Gosney, and Halo. These guys are the best, man. They have the widest selection of fire pits, including Solo Stove, as well as firewood and propane patio heaters. Tools Ace Hardware only carries the premium brands like Polywood outdoor furniture, made from extremely durable recycled plastic that will last for years and will not fade. Get free assembly and local delivery on any grill or patio furniture purchase $3.99 and up. Tools Ace Hardware, 12 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. Get that free in-store pickup or delivery. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs, so there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeartRadio app. Dan Patrick takes a gamble. DP is living vicariously through his buddy Bad Larry and graphics guy Dylan as they make weekly picks on college football and NFL. Unbreakable with Jay Glazer. Jay talks directly with you and does regular check-ins regarding his own battles with mental health. Up on Game. NFL greats LeVar Arrington, TJ Hushmanzada, and Plaxico Burress take on the latest hard-hitting sports topics for athletes while welcoming guests from the world of sports and entertainment. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. WIN. That's win. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Disappeared and just completely and totally. And Fritz didn't like this guy, so he's probably going to be happy to see him go.
Who's that?
Just disappeared off the radar. I was just thinking about it the other day. That Oliver Anthony dude, the rich man north of Richmond.
Oh, he's gone?
It was like, well, he was everywhere, and nobody could stop talking about him, and they're talking about how his career's just blown up, and nothing now, right? Like, nobody is talking about that guy anymore.
It turns out that you do have to have corporate backing to make it.
Well, doesn't that kind of suck? Because he made it a point at the time to say, I'm not accepting any of these deals they're throwing at me. I'm not going to sell out, and I'm not going to take the deal from the record companies. He should have taken the deals. He should have sold out.
Should have done something.
Yeah, not selling out was a huge and colossal failure because it's all kind of died down now, and he's not part of the current conversation. It's so crazy how fast that can happen. You pop up, you're on the radar, and then you're gone just as fast as that.
You know what's odd about it, too, is that I was thinking about this. We don't really have one-hit wonders anymore.
No.
And I guess we do now.
Yeah, he would be. It's just one hit out there viral. Probably peaked, I would say, when they played it at the Republican presidential debates.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And just played like the S-bomb live on air.
Us. Yeah.
And he got caught in the whole whirlwind of all of this stuff. And now it's just nobody's talking about him. And he should have taken all of those deals. He's not as big of a star as Miss Celine Dion. She is a big name.
Yeah.
She, unfortunately for her, has stiff person syndrome, and that's an actual thing. And it's just been affecting her ability to have some performances, I think. Sabrina went and saw Celine Dion not that long ago.
And it was incredible. I also note that was the day her mom died.
Oh,
when we were on our way from Orlando to Miami, and we're like, she's going to cancel the show. Obviously, she's going to cancel the show. The show went on, and we cried our effing eyes out.
That's crazy that she still performed.
She does.
Most people wouldn't do that.
It's also crazy she kisses a statue of her dead husband in the mouth every time.
Does she?
Yep.
That's not crazy.
In her Vegas residency.
I don't know, Fritz. That's a little weird. It said she's topped the charts around the world, has a legion of fans, and has won countless awards for hits like Think Twice and My Heart Will Go On. But one New Zealand town...
And that's the way
Thank you.
I don't know Think Twice. I don't know if I've ever even heard that.
Because You Loved Me, A New
that's
Day
a big
Has
one.
Come.
That's a huge one.
I don't know that one, I don't think. But I know because you love
sing it.
Yeah. Can you sing that song for us?
Which one?
The New Day Has Come.
A New
Think Twice.
Day Has Come.
I don't know if I know that one. But
I still don't know it, but it sounds good.
That's what's happening in New Zealand. A town says it's had enough of Celine Dion.
Enough. Wow, burn that down to the ground. Thank you.
After car drivers have joined in a craze, this is a phenomenon that's happening all over New Zealand, where people take to their vehicles at 2 a.m. and have a competition to see who can blast Celine Dion the loudest.
Oh,
this
that
is what they're
sounds
actually doing. And they're called siren battles, and they say it's a way for them to express themselves. Here's what happens in New Zealand. The battles involve groups of people gathering in an area with their cars, blasting music from sirens, more typically used for emergency warnings. So like a big giant siren. And the idea is to play the music for the sirens the loudest and the clearest. And they keep choosing My Heart Will Go On from Celine Dion to do this. The cars can have anywhere between 7 to 10 sirens on them, with competitions usually held throughout the night, and they prepare for them for weeks and blare this music, but they are tormenting this town by blasting
Celine has nothing to do with this.
the Celine Dion music at the loudest volume that they possibly can.
I think we need to bring this here, and we can just do it in your front yard.
No, not around here, please. We got enough noises in this neighborhood. It makes me feel like an old man complaining. The band.
You are an old man complaining.
Fair enough. The band at the high school, when they play, it travels so far. I like hearing it, but
I hate it.
I don't like, and I will old man complain about this. I have a neighbor who's very new to the bagpipes and not fond of going on this learning experience.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I don't like it so much, if I'm honest with you. There is a baby that Sabrina is going to hate, I believe, before I even explain any of this.
Hey, I'm Sabrina, baby hater. How are you?
Asia Brown is the baby that you're going to hate, I believe. And Asia's mom, Vera Siddiqa, is introducing her to the world. They said the baby is a millionaire, all right?
Oh, congratulations, baby.
And one of the world's youngest CEOs.
Oh, my God.
Claim that Asia Brown started her first company at 1 year old.
Right, makes sense, for sure.
Which, of course, every baby at 1 year old.
But got a lot to learn.
Your baby didn't start a company at 1 year old. You started a company for your baby.
No, the baby's making money moves.
The
obviously.
baby is not doing anything. They call the baby Boss Baby. And Asia Brown is her name. I told you were going to hate this baby.
I
told you.
I hate the story.
She
this
has
is the mom's fault.
Her own organic hair care company and her own organic skin care company. And she is a multimillionaire. She's not even 5 years old. She's about 3 years old. She has 126,000 followers on Instagram at Princess Asia Brown, where she shares photos of her lavish lifestyle at 3 years old. And she said, her mom says, I'm self-made, I'm a plus-size model and a businesswoman.
The mom or the baby?
The mom.
Oh.
The baby is not talking just yet.
Plus-size baby.
I wanted to show the world what hard work and determination could get you after I gave birth to my beautiful daughter. So she says she's the youngest CEO, started her first company at 1 year old.
That's nice for the mom to set daughter up. I can understand that. The Instagram and the CEO part, and just like the mom reaching out to news organizations to say that her daughter's really getting it in the baby game. That's what pisses me off.
Real annoying. Yeah, real annoying behavior. And
I'm going to have a baby and battle her.
Your daughter is not a business owner right now. She's simply a 3-year-old, but to each their own, I guess. Real quick, there is a dog owner who is regretting a couple of things right now. And this dog owner fed a THC-laced gummy to her pet Rottweiler, which you're not supposed to do.
Allegedly.
What are there are candies and stuff that you give your dogs to calm them down, but it's not THC.
CBD.
Yeah, CBD ones. Those are okay, right? The CBD ones are okay, I guess, but this was a THC-laced gummy that she gave to her pet Rottweiler.
Oh.
And the Michigan man was attacked by the dog during an hour-long ordeal that left her grievously injured, and drenched in blood, they said, in a report that reads like a horror film. So do not give your dogs THC, especially if they're a Rottweiler.
That usually, you see videos like that, and it's very funny. This dog is one, like, if there was a human form of this dog, you don't smoke weed with them.
The dog weighs 82 pounds. You don't want to mess with this thing. And she called 911. She said, the dog is attacking me.
My dog is stoned.
It's been going on for an hour. I gave it a THC gummy, and now it's going after me. She's doing okay. She was in the ICU.
Damn.
And they said, here's the quote that kills me. They said, a relative said she almost lost her right arm. Quote, there's not much left of the area between her shoulder and her elbow.
Jeez.
Holy cow. I mean, that is a lot to consider. So it's like the dog just ate her arm like a chicken bone from the shoulder to the elbow.
It's munchies, baby.
And you just got the one bone just sitting there as this dog went nuts on her. Do not do that. Make this a lesson to yourself, okay? When we come back, Mo's going to bring us through jury duty. Sure. And we're going to see everything happening in the courtrooms around the country, plus more of your dispatches. Send those over at thenewsjunkie.com. That is coming up next on The News Junkie.
Enjoy the Twitter experience without the musk. At Real Radio 1041 on Threads. Powered by Anajar Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
We'll start with hoops, and it's opening night part 2 in the NBA. And the Magic set to open their campaign. They do it at home against Houston. Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield says the offense can get back on track tomorrow night in Buffalo, but it'll take everyone playing fundamentally sound football. And UFC heavyweight champion John Jones won't fight next month to retain his title after he suffered a torn pec during training. I'm Scott Davidson.
From the versatile EQB to the sublime EQS sedan, Mercedes-Benz makes electric extraordinary. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
You wouldn't believe the week I've had. I've searched the summer villa and the weekend castle, but I can't seem to find my platinum opera glasses anywhere.
Those minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we have represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Well, I'm selling my car, and I went to a place claiming they were auto buy. But thanks to the Terminator and auto buy, I received the max.
Visit WePayTheMax.com and schedule your appointment today. You'll be back.
Mills Air is looking for experienced service techs. NATE certified is a plus, but not required. We have been in business for over 30 years right here in Central Florida. Great pay and benefits. Sign-on bonus depending on experience. Apply at millsair.com.
At Bank of America, we asked our employees what they wanted most.
I want to work where everyone is welcome.
To have benefits that take good care of my family.
To move forward in my career. We listened and did all that and more. It's why we're proud to be Just Capital's #1 top company to work for. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Just Capital used annual rankings that track performance across the 5 worker-related issues evaluated. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC. Equal credit opportunity lender.
October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in the U.S. with a survival rate about 10% or less. Russ Rollins here. In honor of Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month, I'm setting a personal goal. I want to send 1,000 Monster listeners for a free heart scan with a minimum requirement valued at $699. I want you guys all to be safe and healthy, and I want my listeners to get in and get this scan. I did it, and I got to tell you, I'm so glad that I did. You have an opportunity to get a heart scan and a full body scan for cancer. What is Life Imaging FLA? Well, FDA-approved, state-of-the-art, low-dose radiation CT scan. Early detection saves lives. You know, 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. Man, wouldn't you rather know today instead of worry about tomorrow? While you're there, ask about their cancer screening. It's better to know now than to wait till it's too late. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements valued at $699 now. From your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds.
Orlando's newest entertainment destination is now open. Primrose Lanes welcomes you to our restaurant and bowling club. Visit primroselanes.com to reserve your lane and join us for happy hour every weekday at 4 p.m. for half-off cocktails.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
At Simply Safe, our 24/7 lifeguard protection helps stop crime in real time. Because during a break-in, every second counts. And these days, every dollar counts. Right now, get 45% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. It's U.S. News and World Report's best home security of 2023. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Check the mail for Valpak, and you could be an instant winner. That's right. Tucked in with those coupons is your chance to win big. From cash and gift cards to attraction and concert tickets. Every month is something new with prizes for the whole family. Go ahead, open that blue envelope of savings to see if you've won. Because with Valpak Instant Win, there's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If you're going to give up your personal information to a giant, merciless corporation, might as well listen to something good. So tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Radio. 104.1.
In just a moment. But first, there's something that's been really, really enthralling me. I've been making my day fantastic following this story behind the scenes, so I might as well share it with everybody.
Yeah, please do. Is it going to make us happy as well?
I don't know. I enjoy it. It's, in Japan, I should have been ready for this. I knew this story was coming.
Man.
In Japan, there is a story that is kind of transfixing the Japanese folks today. In a place called Chiba, Japan, there's this wild boar that is loose, and they cannot catch this thing. It keeps getting away from them, and the cops have tried surrounding it and all sorts of stuff, and the boar just keeps escaping. Here's an example of one of the videos that's going around where they trapped it in one spot in this city, but they can't get the boar. There's 4 cops. They're trying to hit him with sticks and catch him.
Oh, and he's like looking at him.
He's winning.
He got bit.
Yeah. Oh,
my God.
Leave him alone. Let him be.
The boar is winning the battle. They got nets. They got all kinds of hooks and stuff.
There's some Florida guy who's like, I could trap that in 2 days.
They launched
bring the dogs out.
They launched a web portal where there's a map of all the purported sightings of the wild boar, and
Boar Watch 23.
Yeah, Boar Watch 2023 is on in full effect right now, and he keeps getting away. They cannot get him. They said NHK has shared a map of the places where the boar was spotted last night and today. Folks who live in Chiba might know this area well because it's near the city. They continue to be unable to catch the boar that is on the loose. So I'm rooting for the boar. You know, it's kind of fun to see him get away and win this one. They're probably not rooting for him, but here I am. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by this guy over here to my right, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
Hey now.
Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. I always tell you there's a lot of choices out there for attorneys, but only one that makes sense to me, and that is the attorney that's going to hear your story and fight for you and not just try to settle things as fast as they can, take the first offer from the insurance company or whatever. Sometimes law firms just want to get stuff settled as quick as they can, right, Mo? And they want to get them done and get the next person in. They don't give you enough attention, I don't think.
Give you lots of love and attention.
Yeah, Mo will give you the love and attention that you're after, and you could do that.
Well, it depends what you're after. Let's be clear.
If you have a case, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Mo, have you seen the video out of Epcot where the guy jumped into the Epcot Lagoon?
I have not.
He dove into the water.
Pinkman, that was so embarrassing.
It wasn't Josh, as far as I know, but
it was me.
The person got booted out of the park, and I think they got a lifetime ban for doing it.
Not surprising.
And they said that it was over a bet between friends, and one of the friends says, I'll give you $6,000 if you jump into the Epcot Lagoon.
Oh, I would jump in. That means he's got $6,000 somewhere, and I'm going to take it.
I'm in Lagoon for $6,000, but they said that he offered it up and he got kicked out of Disney when they saw what was going on here. If you do something like this at a theme park, you're breaking their rules, but are you breaking any laws? Is there anything like where you could go to jail for something like that?
Historically, you'd just be trespassed. Now, I thought they passed some law regarding sporting events or some sort of events where if you
for like streakers and stuff.
Yeah, I thought they recently passed something along those lines. But normally in these situations, you were just kind of trespassed and like here, banned for life.
Yeah. And somebody bans you for life and they put you on a list somewhere or whatever, I guess. And then there's got to be people who have been told they're banned for life and they just keep coming to the place. You can't keep track of all of those.
Well,
folks.
now with facial recognition, they can keep track of them.
Yeah, I know.
Not a problem.
And now at Islands of Adventure, when you go in, they didn't tell me about this for the record. Okay. I gave them my card.
You're banned for life?
No, I gave them my card to get in, like the pass to get in Islands of Adventure. And then I went to put my finger on the fingerprint thing. And the lady's like, no, you're good. She's like, we take pictures now. And she shows me on the screen a picture of me. And I'm like, I wasn't ready for the photograph. I look like an idiot in this picture. I'm like all goofed over and doubled in half. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. It's, for the sisters.
Oh, it's
goofed over.
Despicable Me character.
Yeah, it looked kind of like that.
Is that Gru?
It looked like Gru in the picture. I'm like all hunched over. And I go, can we redo it? And they're like, no, this is just for security purposes, sir. And so that might be true what you're saying, Mo, or now they see you and they go, you're out of here. You're not coming back in. There is a Massachusetts family that is in big trouble for something that they did. They were the lucky winners of the lottery 14,000 times.
Oh, my God.
Which will raise a couple red flags.
Yeah. I'm surprised it wasn't raised at the first 1,000 wins.
Yeah. It took a while, I guess. They said they scammed the lottery for $20 million by cashing more than 14,000 winning tickets before their luck ran out. Now, you wonder, why would they have all these winning tickets? Are they on the inside printing winners and scratching them off? No. What they would do, and this is so screwed up. I don't know if you've heard of this in any cases before, Mo, but what they would do was they would find somebody who won a significant amount of money in the lottery, and maybe they're an illegal immigrant to the country. so they don't want to come forward and do this. Maybe they have major tax issues. So if they claim the ticket, then the taxes that they owe gobble up the prize money, or various other things. Maybe they owe child support. Maybe they owe any of those things. And they take that person's ticket and they go claim it at the store, and then they take a portion of their winnings, which
but that's illegal.
I guess so. They're calling it money laundering.
Well, it depends on the laws, and certainly for tax purposes, it could certainly be money laundering, or possibly evading taxes. But you're taking advantage of people who can't cash the tickets for one reason or another.
Yeah.
And depending what they're disclosing and how they're doing it, there could be a number of different crimes associated with it.
All right, riddle me this. You have companies who, if you have a settlement, they will go ahead and get that settlement for you immediately and take a portion of that. But that's not illegal.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, isn't it?
Well, they're paying you the money up front. It's a structured settlement, so they're paying you the money up front. In exchange, they're giving you a less amount, and they get the money on the back end. But, they have tons of paperwork and disclosures, and they're doing everything properly, where I'm guessing these people are not doing that.
This is not above board.
Yeah.
Ali Jafar, 63 years old, and his son Youssef, 29, were sentenced to 5 years and 50 months behind bars, respectively.
His name is Ali Jafar?
Yes, his name is
right out of Aladdin.
Yep, that
Prince
is
Ali
his name.
Jafar.
They made $1.2 million out of this. The pair and another son, Muhammad Jafar, enlisted convenience store owners to help them identify lottery winners whose prize they then offer to claim in return for a 10% cut of the winnings.
Any comment from their aunt Rafiki? And damn it, that's Lion King.
No other members
the princess
of the
there you go
of the family chimed in on this.
Boo.
The little monkey, is that his name?
Yes.
Is it a Pooh or a Boo?
I think it's a Boo.
I think it's a
I don't remember.
A Pooh was the Simpsons.
It's been a while. I saw the Will Smith version of that, and people were very polarized about Will Smith being the genie.
It was awful.
I thought it was kind of fun. I thought it was okay.
I could not get through the first 30 seconds of it. Because
you didn't like it at all?
It was too much CGI. Like, they just had the faces on top of these dancing bodies.
What'd you expect?
Well, I would expect maybe a green screen room. Maybe some CGI, especially when it comes to the genie. But, like, even the dancing where it's regular dancers that are capable of dancing, it was clearly CGI.
Yeah.
Seemed very cheap.
Some of it just had to be because they're like on elephants and dancing around.
And Will Smith was a giant blue ghost guy.
He should have learned, to do the stunt properly and come out of the genie bottle himself. Not have it CGI.
Like Tom Cruise.
It seems really lazy that he didn't do that, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, quick break. We're back in just a moment. We've got an update on those teenagers in Las Vegas who plowed into the guy on the bike, and that one is going to get your blood boiling a little bit. And a whole bunch of other things to get to, plus your dispatches. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Thursday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Buffalo to face the Bills. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, expect a bit of congestion westbound approaching Sand Lake Road. Traffic is backed up to Florida's Turnpike. Delays eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. Slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. And your regular delays through the city between Colonial Drive and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Fall into a hiring spree with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we have represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
13 Days of Halloween Penance, Season 4 of the award-winning horror fiction podcast presented in immersive 3D audio.
If I am under arrest, you have to tell me what I'm charged with.
Starring Natalie Morales of Parks and Recreation and Dead to Me.
Please, there's been some kind of mistake. I'm not supposed to be here.
How do you know?
I'm innocent.
Are any of us truly innocent?
Premiering October 19th, ending Halloween. Listen to 13 Days of Halloween on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When the going gets tough, Ram trucks keep you going. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Power Days. Ram, built to serve. During Ram Power Days, current vehicle owners or lessees get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level B package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 10/31.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors. But it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas. And next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Help keep our communities safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
It's Ice Spice season. Dunkin' is entering the charts with a new hit, the Ice Spiced Munchkin Drinks. Frozen coffee blended with pumpkin munchkins plus caramel drizzle, whipped cream, and more caramel drizzle on top. Yes, please.
West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Dispatches from the newsjunkie.com in just a moment. Well, you know, one thing I've always wondered about, does every cop car have one of those things where it just can scan any license plate that it ever sees? Like the camera locks into a license plate?
No, I don't think they all have that.
Only some of them have that?
Yeah, I think just some of them have it.
How can they do that? This feels like they're really just casting a wide net out there and searching for absolutely everybody that they come in contact with. That's totally legal for them to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's out in the public, it's out in the open, and there's a number of other issues as to why they can do it, but it's not protected, it's not an illegal search or an illegal seizure. They're just scanning your license plate and see if you have any warrants or anything else fun.
I've seen stories where a cop would just straight up go through a neighborhood and just like each street, just turn down them, and it would automatically scan every single car. And if some loser who is like registration expired or whatever, but he's not doing anything wrong, they go and they give the person a ticket.
Well, the same with the parking meter folk. Like it used to be, you go to the kiosk and you get the ticket you have to put in your dashboard. Now they do it by license plate. And I remember I even had a valid parking spot paid for already, but my license plate was expired and they gave me a ticket for it and I had to pay the city.
Wait. Are you saying that now they don't actually physically have to put a ticket on your vehicle? They just send it to you in the mail or something?
No, I had a ticket on my under my windshield wiper, but it wasn't for expired parking or not paying for parking. It was because my license was my plate was expired.
Yeah.
I'm like, isn't that something that I would deal with law enforcement, not the city of Orlando?
It doesn't seem like it's any of their business, actually, but I guess it is. They seem to think it is at the very least. But one thing that I've seen with this, and this is a thing that I personally hate, and I can't believe that they're able to do this, when the parking people will go around and so they can see how long you've been there, they put like a mark
on your tire.
On your tire. And mark down the side of your tire. And I go, hang on. If I did that to a cop car, I feel like I might get in some trouble for it. But they're allowed to put a mark on my tire so that they could see if they can catch me staying in the parking space too long. And I guess they're just allowed. Are they allowed to do that because it's not doing damage to your vehicle?
Yeah, there's no permanent damage. Now you have to armor all your tires, which is very inconvenient.
Yeah.
But there's no permanent damage to your vehicle.
I don't like that. There's a lot of things that might not be permanent damage to your vehicle, but I don't want people to do them.
They used to do that downtown all the time if you parked on the street. And then I'd walk out of the bar and wipe it off my tire and go back in.
Quite the criminal mastermind over there.
Can't get one over on Josh. So it's very, very interesting watching the aftermath of this Danny Masterson trial. We saw a couple of things. Like when the trial first ended, I don't think I'm crazy in this. Wasn't it a situation where he was still like with this woman? He was, I don't know if they're married or what.
Yeah, his wife. He was still with her.
And she was she was still fighting for him and stuff right after the court case.
It was, but as soon as he got sentenced, it was, we're getting divorced and, wish him the best. Bye.
Yeah, and she started to distance herself from him and her child from him. And now they said she's got full custody of the child because he's behind bars.
Obviously,
that makes sense.
he's not going to be able to do much custody taking himself. But now they're even saying he's been expelled from Scientology after this conviction. So even the Scientologists have turned their back on Danny Masterson.
They tried their hardest to get him, free of charges, and it did not work, obviously.
Yeah, afterwards they said, well, this guy, looking back on things, we don't necessarily want him to be part of our whole church here. And the Church of Scientology has excommunicated him as he spends 30 years behind bars. I still stand by my guess that I feel like he told his wife, not that he had much of a choice, to just move on and take the custody of the kid and separate herself from him.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Well, because people were, people were
considerate.
lumping them together. People were getting on her for supporting him. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
look what they did with Milo and Ashton.
Exactly. If you're connected to him, if he's your husband, they still look at what Danny Masterson was found guilty of doing, and people were coming after her too. So very conveniently, after he's found guilty, now she decides, all right, I'm distancing myself from him, and we have nothing to do with one another. The timing seems a little interesting to me.
There could also be some asset protection issues there where they could be afraid of, possible restitution or, civil lawsuits. I'm not sure if the statute of limitations has run on civil lawsuits or not, but if he were to be sued, that's why he may want to get a divorce to give her some of the money so that her and the kid are secure going forward and can't go after her.
I didn't even think about that. So they could go after him civilly as well.
Now, I know these crimes occurred a long time ago, so I don't know if they have a reprieve on the statute of limitations in California or not, where they could still sue them civilly.
They may for sex crimes, but I'm not totally sure. That's usually the one where they leave like a loophole.
Yeah, I think Hawaii had one for a while. I don't know if they still do, but California certainly could.
Yeah, I mean, I think that all of this is just too convenient to not be something that's orchestrated, and that makes a lot of sense that they're trying to save the money that he made from all the TV work he ended up doing. Meanwhile, no big surprise here. The two Las Vegas teens that crashed into the retired police officer on the bike and killed him and were laughing as they were filming their viral video that they put on social media. Or
Instagram,
maybe they just left it on their phone and the cops found it, but... these two were in court and facing charges, including murder in relation to this. And the both of them were laughing and
wasn't there
smirking.
some statement by one of them? It was like, I'll be out in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, one of the kids said, this isn't a big deal. They're going to send me to juvie for 30 days and I'll be back on the streets. And
the future of America.
Appear to be making an example out of them, which I love. I think
when you
great.
say something like that, you're opening yourself up to be made an example out of.
Yeah,
you should be.
Can you do anything about that? Because there's very clear-cut cases to me in the judicial system where something has been going on socially. Let's say it's a retail theft situation,
right?
And there's all these people who have stolen from Targets and all these places. But one person in particular stands out, and you're like, we got to make an example out of this person to stop further people down the road from stealing stuff. And it's clear, you watch the story and just like these kids, they want to make an example out of them. If you have a client who's in that spotlight, is there anything you could do about that and say, like, it's unfair, unequal treatment that they're getting because they're trying to make an example out of them?
Well, in some cases, you can argue for mitigation, say, for X, Y, or Z reasons, your client should receive a lesser sentence. Now, in those cases, though, typically there's a maximum sentence, obviously. Now, what's happening here is, they're in the juvenile system where it sounds like they are at this time. But at least in Florida, typically the prosecutor has pretty broad discretion.
They've been charged as adults.
Okay,
actually.
yeah. So, once they direct file on them and charge them as an adult, then you're in big trouble, obviously, and they're facing really serious charges, just like an adult would face here. They're outside of the juvenile system. They don't have that protection anymore. So it's going to be difficult for them, frankly, because they're going to be sent to
real
adult prison as a minor.
And one of them is 16 years old, but obviously they're laughing about this. They still think they're going to get away with all this. Let's go over to you. Let's hear from some of the folks who want to join us on the show with the Dispatch. Here is the Big Show. This is Banned for Life.
All right. News Junkies, your boy Big Show
what
here.
Are you banned
so
for, man?
Your guys are talking about being banned for life. When I was in high school, me and my friends got into a big fight at the mall. Wasn't my fault at all. It was actually a friend's fault.
I bet.
Whatever. I mean, I had to help my buddy out, basically. But the mall said we were banned for life. And I remember not going there for months and almost probably a little bit over a year. And then one day I said, let's see what happens. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah, see, I think people just
Wiggle,
say
wiggle,
it.
pop, pop, big show out.
Sometimes people just like declare that you're banned for life and expect that you're going to be too scared to show back up. But they probably say that enough so they forget about half the people. Here's Bass Clef Rules with the dispatch.
Hey guys, checking in from the great state of Montana. Made the move up here in January of this year. Finally getting our first snow.
Oh my God.
It is currently 21 degrees with a feels like of 9.
Oof,
but that ain't too bad because thankfully we got that legal green up here, if you know what I mean. So I can say it with you every day, Sabrina. All right, have a great day, everybody. Wow.
All right, whatever
Nice.
gets
Keep
you
it away from
by.
your dog.
Yeah, please. That's not a good thing. It turns out bad. Here's Lou Sassol 69, and he's got a dispatch.
Hey, News Junkies, it's Lou here. I've been listening to your show for a long time, but this is my first ever talk back.
Dispatch. It's a dispatch.
I was listening to the show with my wife the other day.
I want to shut him down just for saying
Yeah, I know.
talk back.
Oh, God. Really grinds the gears.
I don't even know if I could let him finish.
Oh,
because
please.
of the
You know he didn't
phrasing.
do that on purpose.
Maybe
It's a dispatch, sir. All right? That's how
Thanks,
we
you
do
pointed
it
out
around here.
something that now I notice every single time, and it drives me nuts. At the end of the show, when you say, today I learned, you say it so fast, it sounds like you're saying, today I learned to wrap everything up, instead of today I learned to wrap
All right,
everything
stop
up.
the dispatch. Try to defend you, my dude. I tried.
Banned for life.
I know that I do that. I've made fun of myself for doing that. I can't say, I have to really focus. Today I learned. I can't say it slow because I'm so used to saying, today I learned. I just say it really fast before getting into another one. So that's stuck in my brain. I'm sorry.
Incredible syllable cramming.
I know, and there's no benefit to it. It's not making anything better.
It's somewhat of a marketable skill, maybe somewhere.
I could be like a commercial reader guy, like Micro Machines dude, maybe. Here's Soup with a birth remedy.
Hey, junkies, Cowboy Soup here. So I can't believe you guys have had a birth remedy at your fingertips all this whole time. The Phillips file had a foolproof, proven way to induce labor. Full box of mac and cheese. Dad makes it per the directions. Add some A1 steak sauce as much as Mom likes. Mom eats as much as the combination of the two as she can. Baby within 24 hours.
Presto.
Come on, guys.
Baby right after that.
I do remember that.
I don't know if they're going to be trying that. Sealand is in the hospital, and they're ready to give birth at any moment. Could be right now, for all we know.
Oh, I'll text him. Hey, can you stop what you're doing right now and give us an update?
Make us
call on the show.
Or make some mac and cheese with some A1 on it. That'll speed up the process, according to that dispatcher.
Knowing
that we
Sealand, he would just eat it all.
might. He could. He's bored in the hospital.
He would just go, whatever.
Sealand, he has all these things that he does every day. He's got all his buttons, all his fun toys and stuff, and he's going to be missing them by now.
I'm touching them now.
The waiting game is too long for him. He likes to play with his toys.
I'm just excited for how effed up the weekends will be.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He did a
hopefully-
7-page, like, step-by-step guide for me, and I read it, and I go, "What?"
When I got to that part, I was like, I don't even know what software this is, so I'm not going to be a huge help here.
I'm about to offer $50 to Fritz to do it for me.
I'll do it.
All right.
Fritz knows how to do all that stuff. I'm sure he would do a great job, but Weekend Edition, somehow we'll pull it together for all the stations that air that. We are going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, a bunch of states are suing Meta, a.k.a. Facebook, and there's a story about disabled parking spaces that might get me into some trouble. We'll see where that goes. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio on X.
Wait, is that right? Doesn't sound right.
Whatever. Find us at Real Radio on X or, the old Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Michigan Street. The right lane is blocked. There's congestion on I-4 westbound between Colonial Drive and Robinson Street. Delays eastbound on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Traveling on Colonial Drive, you could expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare. HCA Florida Mount Dora Emergency, located near the intersection of U.S. Highway 441 and Eudora Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Folks, let me tell you about a great company, a trustworthy company, and an honest company, Mills Air. Started by Leon Mills, he's the absolute best, and he's one of these guys who wants to make a customer for life with you, and he wants to help you out in your times of trouble if your AC is busted and you need to get back up and running. Or if you want to make sure you're ready for the winter heat, if you ever want to kick that on, this is a great reason to call up Mills Air. And they'll get one of their techs. They're the best. They'll get them out there, and they'll explain what's wrong with your AC after looking it up and down and going through the very thorough process they do in ways that you'll understand. They'll explain it to you so you know exactly what they're talking about. And you can get preventative maintenance from them so you don't have these problems to begin with. They've been doing this since 1992 at Mills Air, so for over 30 years they've been helping people just like you out. And they're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer, which means they can get you big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world, and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm gonna liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want, and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert, and I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5. Or go to repipe.com now.
Help keep our communities safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, October 28th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
When the going gets tough, Ram trucks keep you going. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Power Days. Ram, built to serve. During Ram Power Days, current vehicle owners or lessees get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level B package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 10/31.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app?
Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts. Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations.
It's free.
I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit. What happened?
Is maybe the most insane mother of the day I've seen in my life.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah.
Mother of the day.
Yeah.
Insane.
This one is so bizarre and makes me question my sanity and just many, many more things about life out there. They said this was a 28-year-old woman in Montana who was arrested over the weekend, and she was charged with 5 felonies, including vehicular homicide, while under the influence of alcohol. So, there you go. DUI manslaughter, if you will. In the death of Mika Westwolf, and they said she was released after posting $200,000 bond.
Damn.
Which is surprising, and will become clear why that's surprising in a moment. They said
That
she
seems
was
like a very low bond, right?
No, I'm just surprised she could pay it. $200,000 means you got to put up 20 grand, right, Mo? If you go to a bail bonds place, and she was able to do that.
It's in my back pocket. Hold on.
And they said she was in this area where it's like a tribal area when she ran into somebody and then just left her there, and they found this poor girl's body. And there was damage to her Escalade, so they, traced it back to her. The woman, her name is Sunny K. White. That's the mom's name. And her young children, one is named Arian, and one is named Nation.
No.
Her kids' names are Arian and Nation. I swear to God. That's what they said. This woman named her kids Arian and Nation, which...
And
I'm
she's
surprised
rich.
they could do this. Yeah, and she got enough money to get 20 grand to bond out.
And hit the person with an Escalade.
Yes, and she's also was charged with having a whole bunch of methamphetamine on her. So
right. Look at that.
play into this somehow.
God, and a Nazi.
Rich.
And driving a Cadillac Escalade, so those aren't too cheap. The woman killed a 22-year-old Native American woman.
That's sad, man.
In other countries, you have to submit your baby's name ahead of time, and it has to be approved by the government. But America, land of the free, baby, you could just name your kid Adolf Hitler face, whatever you want. And they just put it on the damn birth certificate.
Come here, little Adolf Hitler face.
I cannot believe that you're able to do that.
She's calling her kids in from outside to eat dinner. Aryan Nation, let's go.
Aryan Nation. This is so, it's obviously the most racist thing you could possibly do. But Sunny White is now in some big trouble. And seems like maybe those kids should be somewhere else.
God, it feels like a fake story.
Yeah,
No, it's real. Yeah, I wish it was. There's a bunch of stories about people that give their kids weird names, but I mean, that's just like, obviously, you're not giving your kid a weird name or a clever name. You're giving your kid a racist name. And I don't want the government getting involved in all these small issues, but it seems like you could screw the kid's life up just by changing his or making his name that. And I don't think it's super easy to change your name legally, is it?
It's not easy. It's not difficult either, but you have to go through a process, file stuff with the court. You know, there's a whole process to
It's like a couple $100, right? Like 500, I think, or something.
Well, that's just the filing fee.
Why do you know that off the top of your head?
Maybe I wanted to change my name to Josh Fowler. Dick.
Maybe I'm changing mine to Fritz on the street.
Go ahead.
I like to think that Fritz maybe was involved in some mafia-related stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Had a whole different name before.
Yeah,
and
Joey Manicotti over there.
Yeah, Joey Manicotti no more. He had to change his name, and now he's in the Witness Protection Program. It'd be very, very interesting. Fritz seems like a guy with stories like that, doesn't he? Like
Fritz has a lot of stories. He lived another life, and sometimes he'll sprinkle in, but very nonchalantly. He's like, yeah, toured with a band and lived in a van for a long time, and I've done numerous, I don't know. I didn't want to say you did meth.
Too late now.
Thank you. Thank you, Sabrina.
He doesn't look like the meth type. Yeah. No. When I see Fritz,
really.
I would never believe it if you told me he smoked meth.
Not the face of meth.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He could not be a meth smoker. You can see him from a mile away, you know? There is a story out today about checking disabled parking spaces to ticket drivers who shouldn't be there, which is near to my heart because I accidentally parked in a disabled parking space not that long ago.
Unbelievable.
Stolen valor, kind of.
In the middle of the rain. There were no signs up. I didn't know exactly what was happening. It was pouring down rain. I have all the excuses.
I'm confused.
I wasn't old and confused.
It was raining, and it was very convenient. But the saddest part is the person pushing their own wheelchair from all the way across the parking lot in the rain.
Dead staring me and really making me feel
your stomach
bad.
area.
Yeah, but looking in the window seriously of the
Tight
car,
joke.
this guy, my God, I understood. But do cops look for this? Is that something that they do? Or because all you could find, Mo, you would have to find the car, I guess, that just didn't have the little thing on the rearview mirror, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure when they're going by, they might check it. I don't know that they're doing it every time, but yeah, they're looking in there, see if the placard's up.
Yeah, and if you do that and you do get in trouble, I did not get in trouble, thank God. That's guessing a big ticket?
It's a pretty hefty ticket, if I remember correctly. Like maybe close to 500, 300, something like that.
What is the ticket? If you don't know this, fine, but I just am curious
make it up.
in the moment. What is the ticket that you would get for speeding where you would get arrested?
Oh.
Because there is one, right?
It's 20 over. If it's over 20.
Oh, it's only 20
I thought it
over?
was 10.
Uh-oh.
Holy cow.
I almost got arrested then.
I thought it was like, I think you had to be like going like 100 miles an hour.
I thought it was like 50.
Yeah, they have discretion, but I think they can arrest you if it's 20 over.
Man, I don't like the discretion things because it leaves open too much room for cops to just be dicks about things.
Usually not in your specific favor.
Right. Yeah, almost never. We're going to go back to a couple of your dispatches in a moment, but there are many states, over dozens of states, 33 in total, that are suing Meta right now, alleging that it is harmful to children. Facebook and Instagram, both those platforms owned by Meta. And there's so many states that are involved in this. It's almost every state now. Because look, it says a lawsuit filed by 33 states in federal court in California claims that Meta routinely collects data on children under 13 without their parents' consent in violation of federal law. In addition, 9 attorneys general are filing lawsuits in their respective states, bringing the total number of states taking action against Meta to 41 in Washington, D.C. And
that's not a good look.
They're alleging that Facebook and Instagram harm young people's mental health and contributed to the youth mental health crisis by knowingly and deliberately designing features on Instagram and Facebook that addict children to its platforms. You think they got any chance of being victorious in this, Mo?
So there is a federal law regarding collecting data from programs, videos that are targeted towards children. Actually, YouTube and Google paid $136 million back in 2019 for something similar. So I'm guessing they're trying to do something similar there, where they're going after the same kind of provision where you're collecting data off all these children. That's in violation of federal law, and therefore we have a cause of action.
Is that why they have YouTube Kids?
It is. So after that happened, it changed where they weren't allowed to kind of target children's ads towards children on YouTube. So they had to create YouTube Kids to kind of help avoid some of those issues.
Right. So they offload them onto that app. There's no ads on that, I'm guessing?
I don't think there's ads on that.
Really?
That could be wrong, but there might be.
I wonder, though, because you have a lot of kids who have an iPad, and unless their parents have gone in there and put all the features on, they have easy access to Google. And Google certainly collects data from people all the time. I think that data would indicate that it's someone under 13 that's using it, but Google doesn't seem to be in the line of fire when it comes to protecting children.
It is weird that they're only going after certain companies.
Well, I mean, they went after Google when they went after YouTube, obviously.
Oh, you just
and so,
said that. Right, okay.
And so, part of it would be whether the profile that was created, if it asked their age and what they put in as their age. With Facebook and Instagram, they have that data. They have typically the user's age based on the information they put in. So then they should be restricting the amount of data that they're sharing with other people and third parties and targeting them with that data.
I thought a lot of those apps wouldn't allow you to have an account if you were under a certain age.
I think you can with an adult's permission.
Okay, yeah, because I think you had to be a certain age to have a Facebook account or a TikTok account or any of those things, but I guess not. I guess that's not the case. Let's go over here to your dispatches, and we check in with Rob Ross, who's talking about reckless driving.
Rick's brother.
Good afternoon.
Yep. Here he is.
Junkies. What it's called is reckless driving, and it's 30 miles an hour or more over the speed limit.
What?
They can give you a ticket and a court date, or they can take you straight to jail. So have a good day.
That's so weird how there's so much leeway for the cop to decide, hey, I'm going to just inconvenience you mildly and give you a ticket and a court appearance, or I'm going to screw your life up by taking you to jail right now.
That's why you want to be nice to them.
Yeah, that's a big difference between those. You go to jail, you're probably going to you might lose your job over that.
Would I lose my job had I been arrested that day instead of
No, make a great segment, great bit.
Can I get your Wi-Fi password in jail? I gotta tune into my radio show.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how they would handle it. We do have a weird job where we'd be like, well, it's content when Sabrina goes to jail.
They fired the last guy who got arrested.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it could go either way. So we're best to keep our distance from it.
You have my back, right, Sean?
Yes, of course, always. Let's go over
Guess who's speeding on the way home?
Let's go over to laying down the law.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
Please tell me somebody was able to mark when Sean said, "Foshes, foshes." Oh, C-Lane, where are you? We missed you.
Having a baby.
We need you.
He's a little busy.
And Sabrina, I was able to talk my husband into going on the comedy cruise, so I'm so excited to see you guys this Saturday night. It took a lot of convincing because he does get seasick and he doesn't gamble.
Okay.
So hopefully he finds you guys as funny as I do. Wiggle, wiggle.
Well, I mean, there's one other element, thank God, is the comedy. And then the music and dancing. I know they have Dramamine available, but definitely grab some on the way there. And then gambling, a whole different level of the cruise ship.
Isn't there some kind of bracelet you can wear that makes it so you don't get seasick when you're on a boat like that?
I believe so.
Yes, I'm not convinced they actually work.
Yeah, I half remember hearing about that at one point in time. I don't usually get seasick, and I've heard so many people where they're talking about going on a cruise, like a cruise vacation, and they'll say, oh, I'm worried I'm going to get seasick. And I've always said, from my experience being on the Princess Cruise Line for 2 weeks working one time, the ship is so big, you don't even know you're moving around.
Yeah, you can't tell.
It has to be really, really, really bad waves to make it so you can feel that the ship is moving. Right. The Victor Casino ones, those are still. I'm sorry. What's it called?
Victory. They said Victor Casino, and I'm like, that might be the guy who found it.
I thought Victor Casino.
I'm glad I didn't say the wrong. I thought I said the wrong company for a second. No, Victory Casino ones. They're still beautiful ships, and you probably won't feel too much if it's decent out there. You'll probably be all right. So have fun, enjoy.
Yeah, thank you for getting tickets.
More tickets available to that, but probably not too many over on the website. Where's it at?
realradio.fm/victory. That's realradio.fm/victory.
And a quick reminder to everybody, the merch drop is on now, but it is going very, very fast. I'm not sure how far we'll make this, so if you're considering getting the Fickle Beast X-Ray shirt or hoodie, now's the time to go over to getskywall.com and get yours. Otherwise, you may miss out on this one. It is a great design. It is one of my favorites that we've ever done, and it, of course, comes with a magnet and a sticker. The magnet
I love the magnet.
Done in the Treehouse of Horror style. And it's Sabrina, Sealand, and I with all of our little dogs.
I was thinking cute as Carl.
Lexi, Carl, and Lady there in front of us. Go check that out on getskywall.com and get your merch while you can. All right, when we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Ian Cassette with your Central Florida forecast. Today, a mix of sun and clouds continue with breezy conditions as well. We'll see winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour at times. Rain chances remain isolated, with just a few sprinkles possible with better rain chances near the coast and a high of 85 degrees. For this evening and tonight, expect lighter winds with comfortable weather with a low around 69 degrees. On Thursday, a high of 83 degrees and breezy conditions, then lighter winds Friday with a high of 83 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Ian Cassette.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals. Not sure which metal roofing panel is best for your project? Try Tri-County Metals' free panel selector tool on their website at tricountymetals.com. It will help you make your decision, and it's free and easy at tricountymetals.com.
13 Days of Halloween Penance, Season 4 of the award-winning horror fiction podcast presented in immersive 3D audio.
If I am under arrest, you have to tell me what I'm charged with.
Starring Natalie Morales of Parks and Recreation and Dead to Me.
Please, there's been some kind of mistake. I'm not supposed to be here.
How do you know?
I'm innocent.
Are any of us truly innocent?
Premiering October 19th, ending Halloween. Listen to 13 Days of Halloween on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Looking for a sizzling good time in all of Central Florida? Look no further than Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club, where flavor meets fun. Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club is proud to bring you top-tier entertainment, along with our delicious fresh barbecue offerings. Whether you're looking for a night out with friends, a unique date night, or just a good time, Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club is the place to be. Utilize code 1041 for monster deals online or in-house. Jimmy Bear's Barbecue and Porky's Comedy Club in St. Cloud, where flavor meets fun.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Not sure if you know this, but October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death here in the U.S. with a survival rate of 10% or less. We all know somebody's dealt with heart issues. Why not know in advance? Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan can allow you to look inside your body to know exactly what's going on. That way you and your primary care doctor can build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure you're around for years. It's easy with Life Imaging's free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements, but that is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Do this. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and just say the keyword free heart heart scan. That's all you have to do. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Make that call and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Stella Atois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Wilson in Celebration inside the Melia Celebration Hotel this Friday, October 26th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Atois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to inventhelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at inventhelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's inventhelp.com. InventHelp.com.
Orlando's best comedy club is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Afion Crockett on October 27th and 28th.
Because these young savages nowadays will record your knockout and put it on the internet in 20 seconds.
Tickets and showtimes online at improvorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions, line cook, cocktail servers, and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
Attention! Our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Everything gets better when you're a Dunkin' Rewards member. Yes, even Mondays, because every Monday of this month, you get a free medium, hot, or iced coffee with purchase. Not a member? Join on the app. Order now for a better Monday. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit 1 per member per Monday. Additional charges, exclusions, and terms may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza. It's freshly made, tastes great, and you can get it late. Right now, there's a $0 delivery fee when you order Wawa Pizza at wawa.com or on the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Told you I said fast. I wonder if Fritz has seen this. This seems like a thing that Fritz would watch.
Let's see it.
Fritz, have you seen the that
Girls,
Hulu thing that they just released? The Hulu series about McCamey Manor. It's called Monster Inside.
Oh, no.
I saw it.
You've seen it?
Yeah. I watched it when it came out.
About the haunted house thing where you pay $30,000 or something, and then You have your teeth pulled out and bones broken.
Yeah. Horrible.
It's crazy.
It's like the most serious, most scary haunted house where they can actually put their hands on you
Absolutely
and stuff.
terrifying.
Well, it became that, and then it turns out that guy was just running a torture chamber, and he's an awful person who should be in jail.
And it's implied that he sexually violated the person. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Has he ever been like charged with anything or arrested or anything?
No, when things get investigated, he would move to another city.
And he would just set up his whole thing over again and do another haunted house like this?
And then he would have him sign. Remember, we talked about it when it started to go viral the first time because they had a 40-page waiver.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they said Monster Inside is the name of this on Hulu. It says set up in San Diego by Navy vet Russ. The original tour involved a cast of actors who would help participants live out their worst nightmare. After a bit of controversy, it moved to Summertown, Tennessee, then Huntsville, Alabama, where it is today. And now there's no actors involved. Those who choose to take part have to sign a 40-page waiver, like Sabrina said, and they're put through a grueling psychological horror show.
But it's just this one dude now, and you have to watch this documentary. It's
Is he as weird
fascinating.
as I'm thinking he is?
He's absolutely as weird. He's extremely creepy. You realize this is like, it went from something that started as a fun idea and turned really dark very quickly.
He looks like the guy who smells like paint and tells you to smile, darling.
Yeah, for sure. Now they have other immersive.
Is it a sexual thing?
Yes.
It's,
for him, probably.
But
Yes,
that
it is
and
for
also
him.
a power thing, very narcissistic, and has put people through traumatizing experiences. Now, what I found very interesting is that they kind of opened up the world of the immersive haunted houses. You have experiences like that, and how much different they can go. Especially this one dude that they were interviewing, he wanted the thrill of it, and he signed up for this other one that, actually was legal, and they did it in the safest way possible, and had a full-on breakdown, and he loved it. And he's like, this is what I was looking for, not the other guy who dragged me behind his truck.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, that's
I gotta watch this thing.
It's crazy. Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's
messed up.
crazy.
I'm going to watch that this weekend, maybe,
Yeah.
because that's freaky.
Yeah, you would dig it.
Have you started House of Usher?
No,
Yeah, I
not
did,
yet.
yeah.
Everybody's talking about that. You watching that, Mo?
No.
House Usher. He shot that down like
Big fan of his music, though.
It's a different Usher, I think. Different guy.
I fell
altogether.
asleep towards the end of an episode, and it was like there was two men talking, and it was very soothing, and I'm about to hit that REM. This loud noise had me levitate off the bed and onto the ground. I was so scared, pulled my back out. I highly recommend it.
All right. Let's do the stories that did make the cut, brought to you by Nations Trucks. Love our friends over there. Go get the truck of your dreams at nationstrucks.com. You can search through their inventory and find the perfect truck for you. So get that done today at nationstrucks.com. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. Today I Learned, sponsored by J. David Tax Law. I'm trying to say it very slow. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Moses, thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
We love you. Fritz, as always, such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Anytime.
It's so nice to have some other human around me.
Hey, Sabrina.
And Josh, of course, you are doing a bang-up job over there.
I am here.
Just knocking it out of the park. Today I learned this movie right here.
Shrek.
Shrek is correct. The animated film Shrek was based on a children's picture book that was made by an 83-year-old cartoonist. Yeah. Somebody saw that in 1990 and said, I think we can do something with this. And then they made a lot of money off of it. Today I learned in Norway, man, I wish we had this here. In Norway, you can opt out of receiving junk mail by simply putting a note in your mailbox. You put it in there, and you say, no more junk mail, and then they will no longer send it to your address.
Nice. Lucky.
We can't necessarily do that. Mo, you got this one, man. You got this, all right?
We'll see.
Today I learned this show.
Lassie.
Lassie is correct, Mo.
That was a tough one.
Nailed it. I knew we could do it. In the TV series Lassie, Timmy never actually falls in a well. In fact, the only character to fall in a well in any of the 588 episodes is Lassie the dog. But that's one of the most commonly cited lines from the show, despite the fact that it was never a thing that happened. Today, Mitch Hedberg was found dead of an overdose in his hotel room on March 30th, 2005. However, it was announced on April 1st, so it caused a lot of fans to believe it was an April Fool's joke and that he didn't really die.
Good one, Mitch.
Today, I learned this band.
Metallica.
Metallica is right, yes. Metallica's catering writer for their 2004 tour repeatedly stated in all caps that it was very important to have bacon available at every meal and throughout the day. They literally put it in caps. I don't know if you can see it there. Too tiny for you, but it's all cap. Bacon, very important. Bacon should be available for every meal and during day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. If you miss into the show, get the podcast links at thenewsjunkie.com, and we will see you tomorrow.
Law Traffic Center. Car crash, call Klausman Law. KlausmanLaw.com.
Police activity is blocking the right lane on the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Michigan Street. Travel with caution. There's